Hello! I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. It's been 3 weeks. I was on vacation, so there you have it. But I know the stuff that was going on in the realm of DSP. DSP has been going through a lot of shit lately in these past 3 weeks. He got a copyright strike, E3 happened, he got more negative, all this stuff. We'll get through all of it in this video, or at least most of it. I do want to cover his E3 vlogs, and I do want to cover his Hate Live that he did, his last Hate Live. I do want to do that, but that'll be at a later date, when I can, I guess. But right now, I want to focus on this kind of stuff right here. I did hear as well, by the way, that he is gonna go on vacation. I think he said in a pre-stream. I was just reading Dragon Killer's tweets during my vacation where he said that he wants to go on vacation or whatever. And so if someone, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But I think he said he wants to go on vacation. And if that's true, then I was fucking right. I said this last year, is that if he was gonna go on vacation next year, when he's saying he's going through all his financial struggles and all that, he can't be in that bad of a situation to already want to go on vacation. Now, to be fair, I don't think it's going to be a huge vacation to California, but we'll have to wait and see. I am assuming that he's either just going to stay in his house all day, which he kind of does anyway, but he's just going to stay in his house and maybe go to, like, arcades and museums and shit. But if he's going to a hotel, it's over. It's over for him, because there's no way that, unless his fans are completely ignorant, or at least most of them. I know that he has a lot of fans that just love being shit on. So I wouldn't be surprised if most of his fans did not give a fuck. But the ones that donated to him on Patreon thinking he needs the money, if he goes to a hotel, doesn't matter what kind of hotel he goes to. I know he's not gonna go to like a fucking 5-star hotel, but if he goes to a hotel regardless, because hotels are mostly expensive unless he's going to a motel, which I doubt he's gonna go to, his Patreon will die. It will probably decrease even more than it has, and his Twitch and bits will only be Brightside Viking and all of his fucking fans that love being shat on by this guy. So there you have it. So him going on vacation, depending on how he does it, can pretty much kill any support that he has garnered over the narrative that he is struggling financially. Because again, if you're struggling financially, you're not gonna go on vacation. You're not. There's no way you're gonna go on vacation. And the funniest thing ever in my mind was I watched an old Tevin video, not old, but it was last year, where he was going on a Seattle vacation, and Tevin said like, oh, no one goes on vacation if they're if they're struggling financially, all this stuff, and he's right about that. So him just doing this again, it blows my mind. He's saying how hard it is financially. He might not be able to do this. Especially with all the shit that's going on with his business. He's gonna take a vacation? He says, oh, I can't take time off. I need to stream every day. I can't. He killed Cleo Gaming. Because he can't take time off to stream because that's his lifeblood, but he's gonna go on vacation anyway and not make any money streaming. Okay, so there you have it. So I'm going to go over this long-ass forum post. If you don't want to watch this forum post, I'll put the timestamp in the description below if you just want to go straight to me enduring the video stuff that I have lined up here. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, here is the long-ass forum post. I have no idea what thread this is from, but Dragon Killer got the screen cap. So let's get started. You're completely missing the point here. I'm in a situation where I absolutely have to work as much as I can and have to make as much money as I can. If there were flexibility here, then great, I'd take the time to do creative series, which really just boils down to edited videos and the like. As I said before, if he's able to take time to go on a vacation, he has time to edit. And the other thing I want to say about this creative series, reviews are not that creative. Well, his reviews. Some people, when they do a review, they try to integrate either some kind of gag, they might do a sketch, they might do some narrative-based stuff, they might do whatever. Like Red Letter Media, when they do Half in the Bag, they always have like some like weird opener to their review, and then they have a closer to their review. And it's very unique, it's very interesting. Well, maybe not unique, but it's interesting, it's engaging, and it's funny. So it makes you want to watch the review. His reviews are so outdated. Like, my reviews are not the best reviews. On my main channel, my reviews are just literally me drawing something on screen and me talking over it. I might be changing out a little bit with a review idea I have in my mind. I again, have not made any work. I'm just very lazy about it at this point, but he does not do anything different with his edited videos, and that's an issue to me, because that's what happened with Cleo Gaming, was that his reviews stagnated a lot, and people just left. When you're making videos, you kind of have to keep pushing yourself to try new things and just kind of do things. Like, yeah, not everyone's gonna love the new stuff that you might add into a video, but it's better to try to do new things so that you can mix it up a little bit. And they can always go back to some of the old school stuff if you want to, but you need to like expand and push yourself to do more things. His reviews are so bland and this outdated because it's just gameplay footage, stock font that's in front of it with a robot generic voice that puts people to sleep. That's not gonna engage viewers, but whatever. Let's continue. That's what I was doing for all of 2016 and earlier this year until ad revenue completely broke down on YouTube. Then the shit hit the fan, and just recently I found myself flying solo again, meaning no supporting income whatsoever. I have nobody to lean on to pay my bills. So I absolutely have to make as much money as I possibly can to keep everything afloat. Now this might come off as a nitpick. I might be nitpicking here, but the way he said this particular sentence is very peculiar, because again, when you put words together, they kind of have a connotation and a context, and it alludes to shit. You can't just put words together and not think that it might have a double meaning or a hidden meaning or whatever. So what I'm talking about is the thing he said right here. Flying solo again, meaning no supporting income whatsoever. I have nobody to lean on to pay my bills. Now, I assume probably that he's talking about machinima. That's probably what he meant to say. That he doesn't have a company to give him enough money to pay his bills. But DSP, being the genius that he is, the valedictorian that he is, decided to use the words nobody to lean on. That to me kind of gives me the idea that he was leaning on Leanna to pay his bills, that she was the supporting income that he leaned on to pay his bills. Because when you use the words like lean on, leaning obviously means like you're leaning back, you're doing this, you're leaning. Alright? You're not really putting any much effort to either standing, you're just kind of leaning your back against the wall. You are dependent on something when you're leaning. Like, when I'm leaning on a chair, I'm dependent on that chair. So when he's saying I'm leaning, like, I have nobody to lean on to pay my bills, he's not leaning on anyone to pay his bills. That person was Leanna. And a lot of people have said this before, when she got that part-time job, was that she got the job to pay the bills, because he wasn't paying the bills. He might be paying some of the bills. I'm not saying that he paid 0 bills. I want to make that clear right now. I'm not saying that he did nothing to pay the bills. I'm just saying that I think Leanna paid more of the bills than we might know, that we know of, because she had a part-time job. She had a soap business, a part-time job, and she had a Let's Play channel, which kind of died, but whatever. So I'm more willing to believe that she was the one paying the bills than Phil. In comparison, I think he did pay most of the bills or some of the bills or whatever, but I think she was the one that was mostly keeping the house afloat. So when he's saying this, it makes it sound as if he was leaning on Leanna to pay his bills. Now, is that what he means? Is that what he's trying to say here? Probably not. DSP is a fucking idiot. He says a lot of words and he doesn't think about the meanings or how the words can read. When you put words in a sentence, you just can't throw it out all these words out there and think that it has no connotation and doesn't paint a certain picture. You can't just put words together like this without painting a certain picture. And this kind of paints the picture that he was leaning on Leanna to pay the bills. Now, of course, someone's going to say, well, Theo, you're using your negative mind, your negative dick mind, mentally ill, sociopathic mentality to assume that he was leaning on Leanna to pay his bills. But again, if he just didn't say this, I wouldn't have thought that. He should have just said, since I'm not being paid by Machinima anymore, there you go. That's what he should have said. Instead of saying this, because this alludes to something else that he may not intend. So, I know there was a little bit of a rant, but, you know, it was just something that kind of bothered me the more I thought about it. It was just like, you know, that's what it sounds like. So let's continue. And that means not spending 3 to 4 or more hours working on a single edited video that will get 3 to 10k total views and probably make me $10 or less for my efforts. If any of you would consider working 4+ hours for $10, please, by all means, step up to the plate. Now, this is something I want to say about this, and he does kind of go over it in the next paragraph, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. He is treating Cleo Gaming as if it costs money to run a channel, which it kind of doesn't. YouTube allows you to open multiple channels for free. It's just you make a channel. DSP is killing Cleo Gaming because he's not making as much money on it. It's not making as much money as DSP Gaming is. And same with the vlogging channel, but I'm just gonna ignore the vlogging channel for this. But he's killing Cleo Gaming because he's not making enough money. But here's the thing: if he's tight on cash, I don't know if I'll be able to continue doing this for a living. I can't pay my bills, etc., etc. The money he's making on DSP Gaming plus the money he's making on Cleo Gaming would be more than enough to pay the bills, and it would be better than nothing. He's kind of capping his cash on one channel now, and like, yeah, you could say it's true that he's not making a lot of money on Cleo Gaming, but he's tight on money, and it's like any money from Cleo Gaming that he can squeeze is better than no money on it. So him not putting a video on Cleo Gaming is getting $0. $10 is a bigger number than 0. $10 plus the money that he's making on DSP Gaming is more money than DSP Gaming by itself. So there you go. He's just refusing to put the effort, and that's the issue. That is the biggest thing that was holding Cleo Gaming back permanently, was this refusal to work. The refusal to put the time and effort. Yeah, you're not gonna get you may not get a reward for all the work you put into, but that's fucking life. I put a lot of effort into a lot of these videos on my other channel that gets like 20 views. Okay, I don't give a fuck. It's fucking videos. Who cares? I like working on these videos, and I get better at it. If I keep working on it, if I keep making videos, if I keep working on art, I'll get better and better at that craft. You can't get better if you just give up. And I've said that multiple times about this because DSP really killed Cleo Gaming for me. And Cleo Gaming was a channel, I've said this multiple times, that it was the one channel I was actually interested in actually maybe subscribing into, because I liked the idea of it to a degree. The impression videos I thought were going to be really good and interesting, and then he fucking killed it. The impression videos slowly became reviews, basically, and the reviews became less and less genuine, and became more robotic and cold and just not interesting at all. And that kind of seeped into the impressions videos, so I kind of lost interest. I got tired of the fucking lame-ass clickbait titles. I got tired of the same font nonsense. The voice that he fucking uses really makes me cringe to another fucking dimension. Like, you know, I know people cringe sometimes when I talk or when I do videos. Okay, you know, that fucking, that sucks. Okay, I know that sucks, but he is getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid, so there's the difference. Next, so let's continue. It's not like I didn't try. You didn't try. I had a major push in 2016 to do edited style content. So that's why he went on a vacation immediately following the success of the Homefront video, and why he just kind of kept any potential growth on KO Gaming. Because again, after the Homefront video, I've said this as well multiple times, is that he improves a video, and then he gets a lot of he gets a lot of views, and it goes over well, and then he just kind of stays there. He does the same videos over and over and over and over and over, and then gets pissed off when it's not getting the views that he expects it. The only way he could get the only way he can get views on Cleo Gaming reviews now would be to be overly negative. But that wouldn't be the case if the reviews themselves are interesting. Again, his old Hate Live reviews were the best reviews he has done because it felt genuine, it felt raw, it felt like he actually played the game and gave a shit about his opinion. Like, he really stood stood his ground with his opinions, be it that they're kind of whatever, but he at least had some integrity. With Cleo Gaming, it just feels that he's pandering and he's just giving safe scores. The Last Guardian. There's no way he gave it a 7 like, he generally believes that's a 7 out of 10. I feel that he gave it a 7 because he knew if he gave it a lower score, he would get a lot of flack for it, and he would get more detractors out of it, and he'd be a spectacle over it. So he didn't want to do that. So he gave it a 7 out of 10 because it's a safe number. While it didn't sound like he would give it a 7. Dead Rising 4, he saw how many people hated that game, or at least were disappointed by it, I should say. He really loved the game, but he gave it a 6 out of 10, I think. Or was it a 5? But he gave it that number because it was a safe number. It was a number. It was a score that he knew he would not get a lot of flack for. The only reviews that he's done recently that felt genuine were For Honor, to a degree, and Street Fighter V, I think. But at this point, I think that might change, though, with how he talks about Street Fighter V. But anyways, at the time, it sounded genuine. But now it's just not that at all. So, of course, people are going to be turned off, and they may not go back to the reviews because they might just get bored of the robotic voice. Like, imagine if I did a video like KO Gaming voice. Hello everyone, welcome to Theo Videos. We're going to be talking about DSP. DSP is a piece of shit YouTuber. He does a lot of stuff, okay? Like, it's just very fucking shitty. It's just... He doesn't sound like a human, and that might be why views stagnated, in my opinion, but let's continue. It didn't work, just as I had thought all along. The only videos that got popular were incredibly negative ones because YouTube's audience has changed to a generally more immature, negative, drama-seeking one, rather than intelligent, mature viewers looking for knowledgeable content. Jesus. I think this mentality right here with YouTube's audience, his opinion on the YouTube's audience is what attracts these weird fans of his. The fans that he has and the fans that are stuck with him or are staying with him are these weird people that just agree with him blindly. Because if I was a fan of DSP and I read this, I would leave. I wouldn't be fans of him because it's just kind of this condescending and shitty outlook towards a viewer base. And that's not how you foster viewers, by just saying that they're immature and they just look for drama, while this guy has made clickbait out of his ex-girlfriend going to the hospital, talking about his engagement for no reason, talks about his aunts who went to the hospital. Yeah, that's so fucking shitty, Phil. And he does all his clickbait. Look at the fucking copyright strikes that he gets. Emergency! And this and that. Like, Of course he tracks drama because he makes drama videos. This whole thought piece came from that. But okay, let's continue. Those people go directly to a small few oh my god, those people go directly to a small few sources. You know, the bigger YouTubers who people go to for that stuff, and anybody else has been left in the dust. Unless I wanted to turn Cleo Gaming into a slam every game under the sun channel, it wasn't getting attention on anything else. And that's why it died out. If that made sense, then how come your This I Don't Play videos on Cleo Gaming did not get views? And we'll get to that because he talks about it in the next paragraph. Most games in the latter half of 2016 were good. I had nothing negative to say, and people stopped watching. Final Fantasy 15 review was completely negative. Last Guardian, I thought that got a lot of views because a lot of people loved his salt during that playthrough. So I don't quite follow this whole thing. It's kind of like he's kind of nitpicking review games, I guess. I don't know, but it's not like, oh, KU Gaming didn't have to be a slam every game under the sun type channel. It's just his reviews were boring. They're outdated. No one wants to see reviews like that. People like longer reviews. Like that's why reviews are going to be like there are some that are even an hour long. Maybe even over an hour long in some cases. So of course people are not going to be interested in a 20-minute video review if it's just going to be bland gameplay and text on screen with a cold robotic voice. That stopped being engaging years ago. Like, people have changed their review style. Like, you know, even like at Mr. Plinkett reviews, the guy does like I don't remember the guy's name, but Mr. Plinkett is a reviewer. He's a character bit. He reviews Star Wars. There's genuine opinions on those movies, but like on these movies that he reviews, but he does it in like a comedic way that to convey his opinion. DSP can't fucking do that because he's not funny. He's not comedically talented at all. So he can't be that creative. So he kind of capped his effort, which is kind of sad if you ask me. But let's continue. The community creations videos get little to no attention on Cleo Gaming, despite the fact that these same videos would be getting tens of thousands of views if they were on negative channels. God damn it. Well, fortunately, it was actually a human being that called. It wasn't a telemarketer. I know, fucking insane, right? But let's continue where we left off. So, thousands of views if they were on negative channels. In fact, some of them were on negative channels and got way more views than they did on KO Gaming. So, the proof is there. It's, as I said all along, it's not that people want these videos for entertainment purposes. They want them for malicious ones. To hurt me and my reputation rather than to have a laugh with me at how inept I can be at games at sometimes. Few things about this. The Cleo Gaming Community Submissions Program organization, whatever, like he used to have such a word jumble with that, but his community creations submission program, whatever, was another one of these things where it worked at day one, and it was a good idea, it was interesting, and then he kind of killed it off slowly. Like, he got the pillow ready, he's like, oh man, Cleo Gaming submissions, and then he starts to put the pillow down on his face, and he slowly suffocates the submissions program into nothing. Because the last video he uploaded in that program, I think, was This Is How You Don't Play Metroid Prime, and it was terrible. I watched that shit with D. Davidson, and it was garbage. It was the worst This Is How You Don't Play I've seen. It was this kind of all over the place. But anyways, he kind of slowly killed it. And the reason why they didn't get enough views on KO Gaming was multiple reasons. One being that people did not want to give this fat fuck any money off of other people's work. Fair enough that, some people created videos for that channel specifically, which is fair enough, but the videos fucking sucked. So that Sky Sands was one of the contributing factors, because Sky Sands could not make a good video to save his life, unfortunately. But the other thing was that he got a lot of videos that were already on negative channels, as he said, that some of them were on negative channels, so they were old fucking videos. Of course they're not going to get a lot of views on Cleo Gaming in 2017. There was no way that was gonna happen. Like, Evil AJ's This Is How You Don't Play of Metal Gear Solid 3. It has millions of views, right? Great. If Evil AJ decided that he felt sorry for Phil and he wanted to give MGS3 to Phil, that This Is How You Don't Play, he submitted to the Cleo Gaming Submissions program, and Phil uploaded it. Do you think that that's gonna get the same amount of views that Evil AJ's did day one? No. Wanna know why? Because people already watched it. It's an old video. No one wants the old shit. They want to see new videos. And This Is How You Don't Play, where basically they're not necessarily dead, but they don't have a big hook as they did when they started. Because I remember on like Game Trailers forums, people were posting This Is How You Don't Play of MGS3 on that forum. That's how I knew of DSP, because of Game Trailers. And that's kind of how it happened. Now it's like no one shares that. Now it's the only views that they share are the drama videos that he makes on his vlogging channel, which is kind of sad. But yeah, of course these negative videos would not work on Cleo Gaming because they're fucking old. Like, people already saw them. The only new views that he's been getting were his own fucking fans, because his fans were like, well, DSP said This Is How You Don't Play is a terrible video series, and it's hurtful and malicious and this and that. Years and years of conditioning his fans to think that This Is How You Don't Plays were evil videos. And once he uploads them, of course that, oh, well, we'll watch these. It's already a small amount of people. But in a way, he kind of like shot himself in the past. Past Phil fucked over present Phil by just conditioning his fans to fucking hate This Is How You Don't Play videos. Like, if he just rolled with it like he did now, it would have been a different story. But instead he decided to go years and years and years of shitting on it, calling people mentally ill, saying that Evil AJ needs to go to see the white coats and all that fucking shit. And then when he starts embracing it, 5 years later, oh, well, why am I not getting the views, dude? Wow, bullshit, dude. Come on. But of course that's not his fault, guys. It's the fucking negative dick's fault. Okay. And I love that he says, oh, people want to hurt me, dude. For malicious intent, dude. They want to watch these videos to hurt me and my reputation rather than to have a laugh with me. Phil, how can you make that case, though? You're not watching the videos with me. And it's just so fucking dumb. Like, there are something that some detractors do to Phil that isn't this necessarily the left with me thing. It's more like left at Phil. There are videos that do that. And there are detractors that do that. Okay, fair enough. But This Is How You Don't Play, when it started, was stuff that he could just have laughed with. But he didn't. So, he was expecting, like, everything has to be on his terms. He cannot laugh with the people who left after This Is How You Don't Play, but people have to laugh with him when he finds a video funny. It's just fucking dumb. It's like if Phil did a stand-up comedy routine with someone else, and someone else kept roasting DSP, and everyone was laughing, DSP would get fucking shitty, like, oh wow, this guy's a fucking asshole, fuck him. But then DSP goes out on stage one night, and he says, guys, I'm a fucking idiot, dude. Can you believe I fucking got a shotgun out to fight a sniper or whatever? And then, he's laughing, and no one else laughs. He's like, wow, fuck you, dude. I'm here making fun of myself, and you're not laughing. Wow, you're only here to laugh at malicious jokes at my expense, dude. Come on, bullshit. Like, that's the kind of vibe I got from this. And I think I said this when he announced this, was that he only wanted videos that he thought were funny. And if no one thought that those videos were funny, that he found were funny, that they were wrong and not his taste or whatever. If someone thought that This Is How You Don't Play Scarface was funny, they're fucking mentally ill. If you don't find the stuff that DSP thinks is funny, then you're mentally ill. That's basically the fucking idea I got from him when he was talking about this. And people have been saying this from the get-go with this. Was that, oh, he's only approving videos that he finds funny. But okay, I mean, it's a dirty little pleasure, which is a weird. He should have said it's a dirty little desire, but okay, dirty little pleasure. I mean, guilty pleasure would probably be better, but it's a dirty little pleasure of tens of thousands of immature idiots. Again, see, you're an idiot if you find This Is How You Don't Play videos funny that he doesn't find funny. You're a fucking idiot. Idiots to be able to slander me and know they have zero repercussions for it. No, This Is How You Don't Play video slanders him. Whatever. I mean, you could kind of make a better case of my videos slandering him more than This Is How You Don't Plays, but okay. Sure. That's the entire attraction of This Is How You Don't Play. How do you know? I thought you said the point of This Is How You Don't Play was a roast, dude. It was to roast me, dude. Yeah, fucking bullshit. He never believed any of this. He literally did this KO Gaming submissions as like a last ditch effort to keep KO Gaming alive. And once it failed, he's just fucking damning. He's burning the bridge now at this point. This Is How You Don't Play, when it boils down to it, shit, there are morons making This Is How You Don't Play of my Ultra Street Fighter 2 videos, despite the fact that I've won hundreds of times, more than I've lost in that game. But they're only taking the losses, salt moments, and acting like that was the entire time I played. They're dickless humans who will do anything to get attention, but people like your videos when you're salty. Salty people are entertaining. When I play Street Fighter 5, that's why when I stream sometimes, people tell me, Theo, play Street Fighter 5. Because they know I get fucking salty when I play a Ken player, which is like 90% of the game. 90% of the time of the game, when I go online, I'm fighting fucking Ken players. That's like the only people I fucking attract on that game. I don't know why. Fuck Ken players. But yeah, that's the fun part. You deprive people of the salt. You kill every playthrough that makes you salty because you're afraid of how it looks. You dropped Injustice 2. You killed Injustice 2 because you were getting really fucking salty about that game. You killed Tekken 7 because of that. You killed all of these game playthroughs because you were getting salty. And just because you did good in a game doesn't mean that you can't be bad at a game. I think personally that me, myself, Theo, is a good player at Skullgirls. I think I'm a good, oh my god. I think I'm a good Skullgirls player. I don't think I'm the best, but I think I'm pretty good at the game. But there are days where I'm bad at the game. And that's probably the stuff that people can make This Is How You Don't Play of. Because there are times where I misjudge moves, I time my combos off badly, I don't know how to time combos very well, I don't really know how to juggle people very well in that game. All this stuff. There are days where you could be really good at a game, and there could be days where you're really bad at a game. It doesn't fucking matter. Just because you had a good streak of good matches and you were good at the game doesn't mean that you can't be bad at that game. You can be better at the game, but no one's a great pro level gamer unless you play the game 24/7 and you eat and breathe that game. Come on. But whatever. I mean, it's just his fucking ego is talking when he's talking about Ultra Street Fighter 2 because he has to jerk off to how good he is at that game, even though he said the game is a piece of shit. He can't recommend the game, and it's terrible. He literally hates Ultra Street Fighter 2, and I'm gonna call it right now. He is going to kill that game off. He's gonna drop it. He'll never play it ever again. I'm telling you that right now. That game is gonna get the Street Fighter 5 treatment. Actually, to be more precise, the Injustice 2 treatment. Injustice 2 was a game he started playing, as you all know, that he really loved. He loved that game. He's like, oh man, the online is really good, it's really consistent, this and that, blah, 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 blah. But then, when he played more and more of it, his opinion did a 180. He went from saying how he would always occasionally go back to Injustice 2 to just saying, I don't want to play the game anymore. Man, I am so glad this is the last session of the game I'll be able to play, and I won't be playing this game anymore. I can't wait to finish the stream. He has said that on the last Injustice 2 stream. So, yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 2 is getting that treatment. The last stream I saw him play that game, he hated it. He said it was a terrible session. He fucking hated that game. So, there you have it. I don't think he's gonna play that game anymore. He's gonna kill it. It's going to be a matter of weeks. In a matter of weeks, that game will just fade away, and he'll never go back to it, and he'll get really, really salty about it. I guarantee it, because I think he's getting more salty now because he's getting matched with better players, and he's losing more. He was winning so many matches before that he was jerking himself off on Twitter. He's like, "Oh man, I'm so good at the game. Oh man, it was laggy, but." The knowledge, dude. I have knowledge of Street Fighter 2, man. Oh, I'm so good, man. My skills have never changed. I'm so good. I'm so fucking good, guys. Give me money. Like, and now it's just that, oh, the game sucks. Oh, man, the lag is terrible. Oh, man, these people know the lag patterns, man. Oh, this can't work offline. This won't work offline. This is not like Super Turbo. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, rest in peace, Ultra Street Fighter 2. You're gonna die soon. Okay, now let's go. Oh my God, let's go on to this paragraph, which is a doozy, a great paragraph, tremendous. Now, before anyone says, "Well, just sell the house and work on edited videos," allow me to say this up front: you're a fucking moron. Again, this isn't why he has detractors, guys. It's not that. People can give him like a little advice that they think is helpful advice, and then then read this insult and be offended. No. They like it. They like being called morons and idiots and all these other names under the sun that DSP can come up with. They love it. They love it. Great. You're an idiot if you get offended by moron, dude. If you're an idiot if you gave him good advice or advice that you thought was good. And if he called you a name and if he insulted your suggestion and yourself, you're a fucking idiot, guys. Because he said that in a pre-stream that only idiots don't like Phil. So there you go. This house is massively increasing in value, and if I can hold on to it for a few more years, I can potentially refinance it, put a second mortgage on it, and pay off all of my existing unsecured debt and fix my credit permanently. A few things. The idea of this is fine. I can see what he's saying with this. I can. The issue or the slippery slope that this has is that you can have that mentality forever. It's an ongoing mentality. It's like you have a stamp, a very rare stamp, and it's only going to increase in value. And you're like, well, I could sell it right now for $1 million, whatever. But this stamp will increase in value over, continually. Why sell it now? I'm gonna wait until 5 years from now. It's gonna be up in value. 5 years later, well, the value is still increasing. I'm gonna wait another 5 years, and it's gonna be on, going on and on and on and on. This guy is greedy as fuck. He's greedy as fuck. You think he's gonna sell the house or do whatever when it's at the highest it will get, or ongoing, or is this going to keep waiting until it keeps increasing? He's going to wait until it keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. And that won't work because debt sometimes can't wait for you to sell your house. The thing is that my suggestion or my idea, it might not be the best suggestion, but this is what I would have done. Wait until the value can pay off all the debt, and then wait until it gets valued enough so that I have enough throwaway lay around money where I can kind of stash it away and keep it in my account, in my bank account, and just have it sit there as an emergency fund. That's what I would have done. That's what I would do. Because I know waiting forever for the value to go up, that it might not pay off because the debt might get more and more increasing if it has interest. So the idea of this is fine, but at some point you're gonna have to sell to pay off your debt. But okay, I mean, if he thinks he could do it within like a few years, okay. But I have to get to that point. Selling a house isn't an overnight thing, and quite frankly, I have no money to even get the house into selling condition right now. It would definitely need some things fixed, repaired, etc. Holy fuck, guys! A reasonable thing, guys. That is the most reasonable thing he has said in this entire forum post. That he has to repair shit before he can sell it. Wow, good job, Phil. You said something that was like that's common sense. But okay. Ultimately, everyone's excuse for my problems is that I didn't just immediately give up and sell everything and move back to Connecticut. He should not move back to Connecticut. He shouldn't. People who recommend that, guys. Phil is already struggling as it is in Washington. If he goes to Connecticut, he's gonna live in a cardboard fucking box. The property tax that Connecticut charges people is still increasing. It increases almost every year. There's no humanly way that DSP, with the current situation he is in, can even survive in Connecticut. He would die. He would be in a cardboard box. People leave fucking Connecticut. Everyone leaves. Connecticut, the only way that DSP can live in Connecticut is if he becomes a doctor or a lawyer. You really think this fat fuck is gonna become a doctor at the age of 35? No, he's not. He cannot go back to Connecticut. He cannot. I get honestly, I get surprised when people like suggest him to go back to Connecticut. That's terrible advice. You should not go to Connecticut. Connecticut's the last place you should go in the situation he is in. That's the last state he should go. Connecticut, New York, and California are the last places he should go. No, Connecticut would not help him. What he should do, if, go to an apartment. And I said this before, a house is for when you have a family or you have a stable job and stable income, or you have stable something that you can fall back on, and you can always, find a job afterward. YouTube is not that. Neither is Twitch, whatever Phil does. No. He could not maintain a house because you have maintenance fees. You have to, because with an apartment, a landlord handles most of the basic utilities. Yeah, there's stuff on your end that you have to take care of on your own in an apartment, but a lot of the times, a lot of stuff is handled through the apartment itself. A house, you have to, if there's something's wrong with the plumbing, you're paying for it. You have to hire someone to fix it, or you have to fix it yourself. It's stuff that you cannot that's cheap. A house is really for people who have stable incomes that can, survive in a house. When you don't have a stable income, it's better to live in an apartment because you're renting it and it's at a lower cost to pay a rent, depending on where you look. As I said, he should just move to an apartment. That's what he should do. Let's continue. That's not how life works, because despite what these uneducated kids will tell you, nothing is free. I agree, nothing is free. That's why you get a job. Everything costs money. which I have none of right now, except for when he wants to go on that vacation of his. So moving isn't possible unless it gets so bad that we're in a breakdown situation, and I absolutely have to. Even then, I won't be moving back to Connecticut because I don't have another 7K to pay movers to get my stuff over there. Yeah, it's not as easy as dumbfuck kids would tell you. It's not cheap at all. And as I said, Connecticut is a terrible place to live. It's too expensive. They no. No. As a person who lives in Connecticut, I can tell you right now, you don't want to live in Connecticut unless you're a doctor, or a lawyer or whatever. But you don't want. So what else? So yeah, and for a guy who's struggling to pay his bills, unsure if he's gonna be able to pay his bills and to do YouTube and Twitch. He is refusing to sell his house and to move into a more affordable place. Yeah, he's definitely struggling, right, guys? See, this is the thing that I don't really believe when he says, "Oh man, I'm a struggling YouTuber, dude. I'm struggling to pay my bills." When he's making all these excuses why he can't sell his house and all this stuff, you can't be or when he kills a channel. That's what I was trying to say as well. Making YouTube channels is free, as I said. It's better to keep these channels alive regardless. The thing with the way that he's handling Cleo Gaming is that he's acting as if you have McDonald's. They open a branch in one area and they have a branch in this other area. One gets a lot of traffic and this and that. This branch, however, gets no traffic. It's not making enough money. And McDonald's is saying, you know what, we should really close that store down because it's not making a lot of money. We can't afford the bills. We can't afford the place anymore. Close it down. They close it and they have the other branch open because that's making a lot of money. The one that's making no money is closed and gone kaput. That's how Phil's treating KO Gaming. But the thing is that it costs no money to run a channel. I can make 10 channels right now if I want, and I can make videos for all 10 of them without fucking caring. Because the thing is with these channels is that I can upload regardless. It doesn't matter because there's no cap to it. There's no cost into keeping these channels open. And the thing is with KO Gaming is that it's fucking partnered. It's partnered by Curse. He has 2 channels partnered by Curse. And he's just killing off Cleo Gaming because it's not making as much money as DSP Gaming. Because he refuses just to accumulate the money into both channels. He's a fucking idiot. Oh man, Cleo Gaming is not making enough money. Well, fuck that channel. Even though it's partnered by Curse, and I loved Curse, and I said Curse is paying me well. Fuck that. I don't want, that's not making me enough money, so I'm closing that channel off for good. Yeah, okay. Sure, this guy is struggling for money. A guy who's picking and choosing what income he wants. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy. So I'm going to keep plugging away at streams, vids, covering the new releases and the like, and doing downtime projects in between, and then doing game reviews for big AAA releases, except for Nintendo, when I have time, and that's it. And the thing I was going to say about the Nintendo stuff is that he refuses to continue playing ARMS. He refuses to review ARMS or any Nintendo game except for Zelda. That was the only Nintendo game that he'll review, and he might review Mario Odyssey, maybe. But the thing is that he should just fucking give up on trying to squeeze money out of Nintendo reviews, because he could just use that to pull in an audience. Pretty easy, right? If he makes a really good ARMS review, someone can watch that review and be like, wow, I like this guy's reviews. And then they'll go into these other videos that they might want to see, and they might subscribe. But he doesn't want to think that he wants it. He wants all the videos to be instant money for him. Instant, like that. Yeah, okay. So that's it for the forum post. Let's get to the vids, dude. as you guys want. You guys want the vids, right? Yeah, man. Want the vids. You want the vids. So let's get started.
Here's what I got to talk about.
So I picked this video because this is the most he lost his mind in this video. Let's listen.
Right now, I just received several complaints from people who are viewers who I recognize their names, and they're saying that people are being nasty in the stream chat. In particular, that people are like cheering and doing stuff and getting insulted in the stream chat immediately afterwards. Okay? And getting insulted in the stream chat immediately afterwards. Okay?
So his chat that was jokingly called Nazi chat. Alright? He has said also when he returned to Twitch that he doesn't want his chat to be Nazi chat. Plot twist, it's Nazi chat.
I'm not going to put up with it anymore. Alright? I'm done with it. And
I'm done.
Right now, I can tell you right now, in fact...
Pissed me the fuck off.
Someone's about to get permanently banned because I've had enough of the shit. And I gave him a chance, and obviously they didn't fucking learn. Let me just find him here in the list.
Let me just find him. Oops, accidental ban.
Well, actually, they're not even here now. Apparently they left. But,
Sorry about that.
Here's the deal, folks.
Here's the deal.
I'm just not going to put up with this shit anymore. I'm not. I refuse. I'm not going to have people who I'm recognizing as regulars to the stream, who are regular cheerers, by the way, writing me emails saying that you guys are being fucking nasty. I'm just...
Who fucking care? Like, I'm sorry, if you cheer to Phil and you get fucking annoyed by people attacking you, yeah, that sucks. But fucking grow up. Who fucking cares? These people, like, just who fucking cares? Like, why does he need to cuddle these fucking bit donators? And if they, and that's the other thing that's kind of funny is that if these people are really, they get tired of being attacked by other people, they can just either go to his Patreon as right up there to donate there, or they can just tip anonymously. Why not do that?
Just not going to put up with it. I'm not. So the next time I see it, you're gone. And I'm going to ask right now, anyone who is a mod, I know that Bitha is here. Anyone who's a mod here.
I'll be fair. I'll meet Phil halfway on with this by saying this. I can understand banning someone, like, let's say that someone cheers to DSP or whatever, and then someone else says, wow, that guy's a fucking asshole, fuck him, he deserves to fucking die and get raped, and, you know, this and that, they go on all these personal insults. Okay, I can see that being banned, okay? I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But if it's just, well, dude, look at this fucking guy cheering at a fat fuck like DSP. Wow, man, what a piece of shit. Wow, this guy loves getting conned. Wow, this guy loves being shat on. Whatever, stuff like that. Okay. Who fucking cares? And, he kind of, I watched this before as well. He brings up Kappa. So people are probably making sarcastic comments towards them. Who fucking cares? I mean, as long as it's not personal insults, who fucking cares? I mean, yeah, it's shitty, but, like, you know, it's the internet.
Here today, and moving forward to be more strict. Because I'm not going to have people who are saying, we're coming to your streams, we want to have fun. You know, we're regular cheerers.
You want to have fun. I can have fun without giving Phil any money. I can have fun by just sitting at a stream and watching him play a game. The only time I don't have fun is when he's fucking boring. This is what I don't get. Again, it's DSP conditioning. It's DSP's mental conditioning to his fans and viewers is that he wants to make them think that giving him money is fun. Who the fuck goes to a store? It's like, oh man, I got to buy stuff. Oh man, here's some money. Oh yeah, this is fun. Look, here's $20. Oh, I'm watching Phil's stream. Here's some money. Wow, this is fun. No one fucking says that. No one says giving people money is fun. Get the fuck out of here.
And we
Yeah.
come to the stream, and at the beginning of the stream, we're trying to be positive, and people are being nasty to us. I'm not putting up with that shit anymore.
I thought you're gonna ignore the negativity. And your fans should ignore the negativity. What the fuck, dude? Come on.
I'm not.
I'm not.
So I'm no longer gonna have any more tolerance for it.
No more
If you see
tolerance.
someone cheer and you have nothing to fucking positive say about it, then don't say anything at all about it. I don't want to see any sarcastic comments. I don't want to see any insults. Nothing. I'm not. Oh, I made an insulting comment, but I put a Kappa face at the end of it, so that protects me, right?
Oh my god, he went SJW on this. Like, I'll be honest. I thought I was pretty. Like, I thought I was overreacting with whole the Pepe shit. Sure, but man, if I had a chat and people were spamming Pepe or whatever, I probably would not give a fuck. I'd be like, okay, whatever, and continue playing my game or doing whatever I was doing in that stream. But man, banning people over fucking Kappa. Over fucking Kappa? Dude, that's SJW shit right there. That like I read somewhere on Twitter about this guy who sent this person a picture of Pepe or whatever, and this person like flipped out, rushed to find that person at the airport and did all this shit to him, which was fucking uncalled for. DSP made it to that level in his own fucking chat over fucking Kappa. Kappa. Fucking Kappa. Okay.
No, fuck you. I've had enough.
No more Kappa.
I've seriously had enough. I'm not gonna put up with this anymore. People are telling me they love my streams, but they come and they're having this toxic atmosphere.
Because you're a fucking toxic person. Toxicity breeds toxicity. Like, again, not again. I didn't mention this before, but when you have a fan base that every fan base has a very variety, diverse group. You have, the people there who like the shit, or like, yeah, this is cool, yeah. Woo. Then you have the fucking lunatics that are like very weird. They're just very odd, like the Brightside Vikings of a fan community. You can look at the My Little Pony fan community. You can look at Steven Universe, Legend of Korra, Avatar. Everywhere you will see people. You will see a lot of weird people. Like, I like Legend of Korra. I like the show. I like Avatar: Last Airbender as well. I used to participate in that fan community. I stopped as soon as I saw people arguing over fucking relationship shit. Like, oh my god, Korra and Asami. No, Korra and Mako. That's it. Done. And then it would be like, no, Mako and Korra? No, fuck that. Korra and Asami, baby, all the way. That shit just pissed me. It was just like, get me the fuck out. I just want to enjoy the fucking show. And then I would see posts that literally talked as if the characters of the show were their children. Wow, Korra, man, Korra is a very good daughter, man. Yeah, like people do the waifu shit ironically, but man, when you make it like, oh, this character is my kid, that will always feel weird to me. So I kind of stopped. I kind of stopped participating in that group, in that fan community, because it got really fucking weird, real fucking fast. And same with Steven Universe. Steven Universe, I turned away from Steven Universe's fan community immediately, because it was just nothing but like, it was just force feeding shit. But back to the point at hand. You have a community, something toxic happens, everyone that's sane and like, you know what, I can handle, either leave and they still enjoy the shit or whatever, or they go on and do their own thing, whatever. The people that are left to be in the community are toxic fucking people. Like, everyone that people who I follow, friends of mine, all this stuff that like the same shit as I do, we're not fucking weirdos that say all these weird pedophilic things or whatever. It's fucking weird. It's fucking odd. So when you look at DSP's community, the only people that are left behind in that group are fucking weird fucking people. As I said in the forum post, his whole mentality and outlook on YouTube viewers is why he has such a weird, community left behind. So when people go there, they'll be in a toxic atmosphere regardless. Even if you're not a detractor. If you're a detractor, let's say, like, you know, you're there and you're like, yeah, DSP, I don't like his Patreon goal or whatever. You'll be like, you will get slammed immediately. Deep Drive thought that people were being serious about posing as gardeners and going to Phil's house to dust his house. Yeah. Deep Drive, I think his name's Howler or whatever, thinks that we detractors literally are going to pose as gardeners in Phil's gated community. Gated community, we're going to pose as gardeners, break into his house to dust his room. To dust his room. Okay. You know, I was in his chat before. I said, "Look, Phil, you need to calm down with how you answered my question. It was just an honest question." And immediately, I was banned. And every time I talk to a DSP fan about it, they act as if I said we should kill DSP for it. It's like, what the fuck? I just said that, you know, he said this, and this is kind of contradicting that, and that's it. And his fans were like, "How dare you say that? Okay, you're a fucking awful person." It's like, I just asked a fucking question. Yeah, okay, but the detractors are the toxic ones, guys.
If they do anything positive in the stream chat. No. Enough is enough.
Well, doing anything negative in the stream chat and being attacked for it is okay, though, but because that's being positive.
Enough is enough. And I'm putting down my fucking foot this time.
His gout foot is going down, dude.
So, all of a sudden, if you try to act like a dick and all of a sudden you're gone,
and that was a
good riddance.
Part.
Seriously. I'm not gonna have regular people who are here to watch and enjoy and be positive and, you know, and cheer and allow me to keep doing this daily to tell me that they're having a negative experience because of a bunch of fucking assholes. No more.
I had a negative experience with your chat, Phil, but it wasn't by the detractors. It's by your own fucking mods. What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna fix your fucking mods? No, probably not. Fuck that.
No more.
No more.
So this is it. I'm laying down the law.
Laying down the law.
And again, I want to say to you know, the mods. I know that Be-The might only be the only mod here right now. Please be you know, be diligent, be on the lookout, because if these people are gonna be nasty, I'm done with it.
As I said, his chat has literally became Nazi chat. Literally, like it was Nazi chat before, but it was kind of jokingly Nazi chat. But now it's like serious business Nazi chat. Like, it's fucking Nazi chat for real. And okay. I really doubt, honestly, I fucking doubt that these people complain about that. I really doubt that that he got an email by his top cheerers about being attacked. Because the only top cheers that get attacked are fucking Brightside Viking. Because Brightside Viking is a fucking idiot. I really get blown away by how dumb he is. Like, I would give him credit in some parts when he was talking about it, about some stuff. Like the first debate he had with King of Pole, I was like, oh, you know, Brightside Viking made some fair points. I don't agree with him necessarily, but whatever. And then, like, within a day, he fucking, like, fucked up. He said a lot of dumb shit. He made a forum post that I was genuinely thinking for the longest time to do a video on that fucking meltdown he had on the forums. He had a fucking meltdown over fucking detractors. Yeah, okay, Brightside Viking. Like, grow the fuck up and like, stop eating shit.
Fair enough. All right.
Whatever.
Shout out to Spaz3 who just did a 500-bit cheer. Thank you, Spaz3. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So I'm going to be playing for about another 90 minutes here, folks, until about 5 p.m. Sounds good? Shout out to Mr. Papavera, who's here for a 100-bit cheer. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Appreciate it.
Here for 100. Whatever. Come on, say something. Dude, he's reading chat. Good try.
Yeah, so you'll sloth. He says, well, everyone here is sarcastic. Yeah, and that's what's got to fucking change, Dingleberry.
I love how someone says, oh, but everyone here is sarcastic. This has to change. Now, let me insult you after I just said for 3 minutes as to why people should not be negative. DS positivity, guys. Don't be negative, guys, but you're a fucking dingleberry if you for saying that everyone here is sarcastic. Yeah. No more sarcasm, no more fun. Enough. Okay. Like, man, man.
That's what I'm saying. You're creating a toxic environment for people who actually want to come and be positive and have fun.
Being sarcastic is negative and toxic. Okay.
Because you're constantly being sarcastic and negative. You can't. I'm not going to put up with it. If I see it, you're gone. I'm not kidding.
But if they're being sarcastically negative, then they're not being truly negative, though, you fucking idiot. The valedictorian does not know what sarcasm is, because sarcasm means that you're saying something that you don't truly believe, and you're saying it to be funny. Like, the guy who says a lot of negative fucking jokes, saying, oh, I was being sarcastic, I was joking, dude. Yeah, okay, fuck out of here, dude. So, let me get this straight. If I go to your chat, I make a sarcastically negative comment to be just as a joke, I get fucking banned immediately. But if he does it, oh, that's okay. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Phil. You're full of shit.
This is not a joke anymore.
Not a joke anymore. No more fun, guys. No more fun. Guys, okay, new rule. New rule as of right now. If I see any negative comments, or even negatively sarcastic comments toward my rabbit, Cleo, you're getting that ass banned, buddy. Your comment will be deleted, and I won't have it anymore. My rabbit is a strong, independent rabbit. And I had enough. I had enough of the negativity that she has been getting. She's been through a lot. Her bunmate, her roommate she had, died. Okay? When they were 4 years old, her rabbit roommate died. And she's getting negativity years later. She's 7 years old. And you're giving her the shits? No. No more, guys. Cleo is the best rabbit ever. I cannot have negativity about that rabbit anymore, sarcastic or otherwise. So if you say negative shit, bye-bye to the comment, buddy. Piss me the fuck off.
Wise up. Use your fucking head, dude.
Use your head. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, now I'm really mad. X-Game opponents, well, they don't have to look at stream chat. Fuck you.
So, if you tell me that Cleo doesn't have to read the comments or know what you say about her, fuck you. She's right outside, like right outside. I'm in a basement right now, but up there, at daylight, she's out there right now. And you say shit about her? Oh man, you're gonna be on her hit list, buddy. Cleo does not play around, so don't say the negatives to her. If you say the negatives, man, may Cleo have mercy on your soul.
It's my stream chat.
If
people want to,
and it's my fucking video, guys. This is my channel, my comment section. You say what I want you to say, okay? Be positive and only positive, and give me fucking bits. If I don't get bits, man, you don't want to know what's gonna happen. You don't want to know.
Come here and be positive. They have every fucking right to be. And sorry, they get priority over people who want to be dickheads. Who the fuck are you to tell me that people who want to come here and be positive and support me can't chat and they should ignore it?
But they're not saying they can't chat. They're just saying that they can just ignore the negativity. They can fucking do that. And it's not asking for much. So you're saying that, oh, if you're being a tipper or a bidder on my stream, you have to read the chat. You have to read everything. Like, fuck out of here. If I went to his stream and if I gave him a fucking bit, if I cheered to him, I would not give a fuck about what the comments say. Now, of course, I would not give him any money because no, he doesn't deserve my money.
Dude, get the fuck out. Seriously, if that's your attitude, leave right now. I'm serious. Leave right the fuck now and don't come back.
DS positivity. See, this is why I want to do this video. This particular stream pre-stream he did, because this is so insane. It's so insane how he is just snapping at people over fucking Kappa. Kappa. And like, he's like, oh, well, they don't have to look at chat, Phil. No. You don't tell me that. It's like, it's just a suggestion. They could just ignore the negativity. Like, come on. Like, Phil is like trying to shelter his fucking his fucking viewers.
Sub or not, there's no excuse for you to say something like that people can't be here and be positive.
They can be positive regardless. Why should they care about what other people think of them? It's their fucking money. If anything, if I gave them money and someone told me, let's say that, I'll use Injustice 2, because a lot of people were upset about Injustice 2, about how they handled the release or whatever. I bought Injustice 2. Okay, I bought it. If someone says, wow, I can't believe you fucking bought that game, so you're a fucking idiot. I can't believe you bought that game. I would just say back to you, it's my money, I wanted to play Injustice 2, and I bought it. I'm sorry that makes you upset. I'm sorry that you're really upset about me buying a game that I wanted to buy, but okay. And then I'd move on. Because what are you gonna do about that? Like, people are getting upset with how you spend your money. Like, again, it's why I don't really go after people who support DSP on Patreon, or I don't really talk negatively about them. Only people that just accept being shat on. Like, if someone gave DSP $1, let's say, and right there, and that guy's happy. He's happy to give him $1. He's like, yeah, great. I gave him $1. All right, and he goes on his merry way. I would say, okay, that guy wanted to support Phil, or if he paid $50 or whatever, they wanted to support Phil. All right, good for them. If someone paid $50 and then they got upset that DSP did not give them the thing that they paid for or whatever, I would just probably say to them, you got what you paid for. This is why people say don't support this guy, because he doesn't appreciate your money. That's why people are like, that's all I would say to these people, would be that. I wouldn't go after them. I would not insult them for giving him money. Giving him money in of itself is not a big deal. It's that when you give him money and then when you act surprised when he doesn't act appreciative. Like, of course he's not going to be appreciative. It's fucking DSP. He's never happy with how much money you give.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you again, Spaz3, for another 500.
Brightside Viking, for example. Back when the whole plumbing shit happened with his kitchen, Brightside Viking was telling him, "You're wasting $500 on this. Here's some suggestions or whatever." And DSP went off on him, saying, "You're a fucking asshole. Fuck you, Brightside Viking. Blah 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 blah." I don't know. Actually, I don't know what exactly DSP said, but he said he was like really negative to Brightside Viking. He slammed the fuck out of him. And Brightside Viking gave him the money anyway. He literally gave him the fucking money. So, really, Brightside Viking will give DSP money just to shit in his mouth.
I appreciate it.
But okay.
So that's it. No more bullshit, no more chances. You're here and you're nasty, you're gone. Alright? Especially if it's one thing if you're being sarcastic to me, oh, Phil sucks at a game. If you're gonna start insulting other chatters.
Yeah, Sure, yeah, okay, so if I go to your chat and say, wow, DSP sucks at Street Fighter 2, I thought he was a pro, Kappa, I'd probably be banned. And I think he even banned people for saying that kind of shit during his Ultra Street Fighter 2 stream. Pretty sure he banned someone over that, but okay.
For cheering and shit, you are so fucking gone. You gotta understand, these people who are supporting me are the reason why I'm able to do this every day. And if you don't understand that, then get the fuck out. No more.
I thought it was Patreon. Remember when Phil told everyone to just go to Patreon instead of Twitch? Yeah, I remember that. But then, when they did that, then he complains about not getting bits. And then if he's not getting, then he forgets about Teespring. So on and fucking so forth.
Tolerance.
No tolerance. Oh, guys, remember Teespring? Yeah, I remember Teespring.
Okay. So
What
there,
happened
let's
to
laying down the
Teespring?
law. All right. So there, I laid down the law, folks. I'm seriously not even going to mention it again. I'm just going to ban. That's going to be it. So, be nice to each other. Don't insult each other.
Man,
You
what
know?
a fucking
You
safe
just got
space.
to be civil. I can't be getting messages from people who I recognize who are regulars here trying to be nice, cheering, and they tell me that they got harassed today when they fucking cheered and they can't put up with it and they're not going to come to the streams anymore if it kicks up. I can't have it. You
Can't
know,
have it.
been through enough this year. Enough, please. I've been
He's been through enough. Okay.
through enough. I don't need more bullshit.
I thought you were
Okay.
here to play games and ignore the negativity. But guess what? You still talk about negativity, dummy.
All right, let's continue.
All right. Let's move on. Uh, this is I think the persona sheet, dude. Let's see. Start of the Atlas complaints. Yes, let's watch
And
this.
all that's going on, right? And then on top of all of that shit, I get a notice that Atlas, yes, apparently the real Atlas, has given me a copyright strike and taken down 2 of my Persona 5 videos in my playthrough, which is completely contradictory to what they've said publicly to everyone out here who makes gameplay videos and said it was okay for us to do so as long as we didn't pass the November 19th in-game date. Right? I am stunned. I am shocked. I am confused.
Oh, he's acting as if it's like a calamity. Like it's like if Trump like beheaded the like Mike Pence on TV. I know that's a fucking ludicrous example, but like people say, "I am shocked by Trump beheading Mike Pence. I am stunned. I'm confused. What does this mean for America?" Like that kind of shit. Um, like, but this is over a fucking copyright strike. I am stunned. I am confused. I am shocked. Oh man, this shook up my whole life. While I still have my channel. Okay.
Why on earth would they go out and say something publicly was
That
okay
was
to
a weird
do and then
example,
still issue
TBH.
copyright strikes for it? I just am flabbergasted. It doesn't make any sense at all. Zero sense.
0 cents.
And the videos that they claimed as well, you would think, oh, well, maybe they're really being sticklers and there was a big plot moment, right? There was a big plot moment, and that moment was they feel that that's a big reveal that they don't want to have on the internet or whatever. No, the videos they struck, of all the videos, right? Of all the videos that they struck 2 videos in the playthrough that were me in the Velvet Room fusing personas exclusively. Nothing else. Just that.
Yeah, that's a weird strike. I feel like that maybe they meant to strike another video that made more sense, and then like, oh, oops, we strike the wrong videos because he had like 500 fucking videos. So I'm not surprised that they went to the wrong videos. I think that they probably wanted to go after other videos and they went to the other ones, but he privated all the videos, which I don't think that matters. I think you could still get a strike even if it's private. I don't know. But it is what it is.
That was it. That was it. It makes no sense. It's just
And oh man, I have the link. Fuck.
it just doesn't make any sense.
I was gonna say, like, since he privated the entire playthrough, his on Social Blade, his ranking dropped from like a C, I think, or a B minus, all the way to a D. Ouch.
Logically, there's no logic behind it. None. Zero. It's either got to be a mistake, or it's got to be someone impersonating them, or it's got to be a malicious intent. It's one of the 3.
Malicious intent. I love that he genuinely thinks the last part is true. Like, oh, Atlas is out to get me. They're detractors, dude. But Atlas does not give a fuck about you, Phil. Like, I wouldn't think that. That's like me getting sick and then thinking the guy who got me sick was out to get me. Like, oh man, I got a cold by this guy. It was either A, an accident that he accidentally sneezed or whatever, or B, I might have gotten into contact with him, or C, or 3, whatever. He wanted me sick. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Either they screwed up and they're going to fix it, because I did dispute the copyright strike and the video claims, or it's someone impersonating them, and once again, YouTube was fooled because YouTube's system is complete garbage, or they're being malicious towards me.
Yeah.
In which case, fuck them.
Yeah, it's definitely
the
that.
hell with that. You think I will ever play anything regarding Atlas, ever promote anything regarding Atlas, or ever... I mean, let's face it, this year,
or ever,
in my Game of the Year awards, Persona 5 was a shoo-in. It was. Persona 5 was a shoo-in for my Game of the Year awards. I love the game.
Get this.
But guess what? You won't get any fucking promotion from me anymore. You know? Especially if this is the case, if they're targeting me or whatever. Fuck them.
He really, really thinks that Atlas is out to get him. Oh man, if they're going after me personally, man, fuck him. I'm not going to play an Atlas game. Even though now he's not going to play an Atlas game regardless, which is kind of funny. Like, I knew that this strike was going to get cleared up immediately, and I knew, typical DSP fashion, typical classic DSP, he is going to raise a hissy fit, temper tantrum. He's going to be like that 2-year-old, like, oh my god, this and that. He raises this tantrum, he's like red in the eyes, he's crying, and then at the end of the day, he gets what he wants, and then he's like, yeah, life is good, but I'm not playing Atlas regardless. But I just can't fathom how he thinks that it's like malicious intent. That is insane. That is like really paranoid right there. That's like a whole other level of DSP paranoia.
I'm done. Let them fucking burn, and you guys.
Yeah, they're gonna strike one obscure nobody YouTuber, and that company is gonna burn. Yeah, I know something to say, well, they've been doing it to multiple YouTubers, but YouTubers are not their only customer.
I guess can enjoy their games, and I just act like they don't exist.
Yeah, okay.
I can't even believe, what the fuck it could be,
It's probably an accident. That's probably the most probable reason. I can't believe you're even humoring or like entertaining the thought that it was malicious intent. Grow the fuck up. Oh, excuse me.
So, folks, that's the situation with me. I mean, the good news is, even though it's not good news, it was only one copyright strike, even though they took down 2 videos. It was only one strike against DSP Gaming. I already counter-notified it. So if they actually want to move ahead with it, they have to sue me, which would be hilarious. I hope they do.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, I hope.
It's hilarious, but hilarious. Okay. And I love how he was saying, "Oh man, I hope they sue me." Remember that.
They try to sue me.
Remember that.
Please, Atlas, let me embarrass you. Please.
Oh, I don't have that face stream set up.
It would be, huge news that a game publisher is going to try to sue.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge news that DSP, a guy whose only accomplishment is making more money than Jonathan McIntosh, is gonna make huge news. Yeah, okay.
A YouTuber for putting up videos that they already publicly said it was okay to put up there on the internet. So
yeah.
Please.
Yeah, sure. A multi-million-dollar company, or a big company like Atlas that's backed by Sega, is not only gonna sue you, but they're gonna lose the lawsuit? Really? I don't know, but I mean, they're probably not gonna sue him because it's not worth their time and money. So there you go.
Please let them try. Please let them try. If all will bring me.
And I want to say this as well. Even if he won, he would be so much more in debt of lawyer costs, how many days it takes to go to court, all this shit is gonna cost a lot of fucking money. So yeah, him wanting to go to court with Atlas is kind of dumb.
Is lots of mainstream attention, and it will make them look like a bunch of fucking fools. So let him.
He is kind of saying this because he knows they're not going to court. He wants to kind of make himself look like a big guy. Like, oh yeah, guys, yeah, if they sue me. Yeah, okay.
sue me if they want to. Please do.
That's like, you have a friend that's like, or like, a bully, whatever. He's very strong. He beats the shit out of you every day. And one day he's gone. He's sick one day at school or whatever. He doesn't go to school. And you're telling people, yeah, he's not at school because I beat him up. What's he gonna do? You know what? I hope he fights me because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him, guys. Okay, I'm a tough guy. And then the next day, that guy rolls right into school. That bully comes in, hears that guy was talking shit. There you go. You know what happens next.
But
That's
anyway.
what he's doing.
Anyway, folks.
He's like, yeah, guys, I'm a tough guy.
All that being said, it really doesn't affect anything else much. It's one copyright strike against DSP Gaming, which doesn't screw anything up. By the way, if you're not aware, I guess YouTube fixed the system. So now, copyright strikes only last 3 months anyway.
Fix the system. But, like, I never heard that YouTube fixed the copyright system. I never heard that. Because I did these 3 videos on this channel that were kind of shitty videos. I didn't like them at all. I actually did talk about why I deleted those videos. Because I picked on a very niche person, and I felt bad for doing it. But I got a strike for that. I got a strike on this channel for those videos. You're telling me YouTube fixed it so that like random YouTubers can't send strikes to other YouTubers? Yeah, sure. No, they can still do that. They can definitely still do that, Phil. If I was able to get a strike over a guy that wasn't even like partnered with anybody, I mean, it's just whatever.
So as long as I don't get 2 other bullshit copyright strikes in the next 3 months, by September it'll already be off my account. So
I don't know what he means.
Let's
by
see
he
what
fixed
happens,
it,
folks.
but
Let's see what happens. Right now, I don't think there's going to be any further actions. Oh, by the way, I already said this on Twitter, but I'll say it here. The Persona 5 playthrough is now completely gone. I privatized both the playlist and all the videos, so no one can watch them. Because the bottom line is, if they already claim 2 videos, maybe they're going to claim more. And fuck that. I just put it all private. There's no way now, they're not going to claim it because you can't see it.
But they can read the title of the video, and they might be able to see the video because they might be able to tell YouTube, hey, we're Atlas. I want to inspect this video to make sure. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I don't think privating necessarily fixes or solves the issue. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
So there you have it. No more Persona 5. Sorry. I love the game. I want to keep playing it. It's now completely done. The playthrough is over. And by the way, as I said, please don't ever ask me to play a Persona game again. Don't ever ask me to play anything published under Atlas ever again. I'm not going to risk it, and I'm not going to waste my fucking time with a game publisher that apparently doesn't understand the culture of the consumers who buy their fucking games and tries to hurt them. So, go to hell, Atlas.
Tries to hurt them. Atlas hasn't tried to hurt me yet, Phil. I am still playing Persona 5. I even started Persona 3. They didn't hurt me yet. So...
This was really you. Get the fuck out. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I'm done.
He sounds like he's breaking up with someone. Alright, I don't want anything to do with you, okay? Get out.
Alright, everyone. Well, we got to get started. I'm going to play about 2 more hours of Red Dead Redemption right now on stream. I don't know, if it's going to be exactly 2 hours. It depends on how my voice does. You can hear my voice already hoarse, so I'm going to go grab a cough drop. But yeah. What are you going to do? I have to tough through this, and I want to do 2 more hours tonight, so. And then Alright, gonna start. Oh, I got a couple thank yous to give. Hold on. A couple shout outs.
There's one troll tip.
Shout out to the New Face of Creation who did a $2 tip and says, real shame about the copyright strike, Phil. Would it be fair to say you never saw it coming? I don't know if this is really this guy or not. I don't know, because he got in trouble earlier today.
I like how he read that, but he didn't get the joke. And he played Persona 5. Would it be fair to say, you never saw it coming? Da, da. Didn't get the joke.
For trying to troll me, so maybe someone's trying to get him in trouble. Shout out to Anonymous. Alright. Anonymous did a $2.69 tip.
Come on,
and said, "We'll be using any Taco Bell imagery to censor a certain scene." Oh shit, I forgot about that scene. Holy shit, I completely forgot about that. When it comes up, because I don't remember fucking ass thinking that he can scare me because he's a dickhead. A troll tip. Complete bullshit troll tip. Guy talking out of his fucking ass thinking that he can scare me because he's a dickhead. But
he's a dickhead trying to scare me, talking out of his ass. Remember that too. I said earlier, he said something I didn't remember. That's fucking ironic. What did I say? God damn it, I forgot it. But remember this though. This one I remember because it's in the lawsuit. That's it. Oh my god. Yeah, when he said, "Oh man, I hope they sue me," he said in another pre-stream. I think I don't have that pre-stream on deck, unfortunately. But he said in a pre-stream, "Oh, you think they're gonna sue me? Oh, I'm just a small guy. I'm a little fish, dude. It's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah, it's all good."
But whatever. All right.
Yeah. The thing that he said was I think our boy Full Hands or Mr. Huff Stuff. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. This was the cheer. Curse will drop you because affiliates can't be partnered if they have even one strike on them. You can't afford a lawyer or expenses against a multi-million-dollar company. You'll lose the lawsuit and go bankrupt. You're fucked. I don't think it was fucked because I knew that he would have his bullshit magic luck charm with him up his ass or whatever. So I don't believe that he was ever fucked to begin with. But yeah, it is true. If you get one strike and you're partnered with Curse, for example, they will unpartner you because they can have that. But since it was a accidental strike, they're probably just gonna make an exception for this because it's like, yeah, are we really gonna kick a guy out for something that he abided by? So there you go. That's what he said, and Phil's like, "Oh, he's talking out of his ass, trying to scare me." Yeah, okay, so let's move on to this. Emergency! Atlas strikes DSP Gaming despite adhering to the Persona 5 rules. What the fuck, dude?
What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and
I love that.
Certainly didn't want to be making this video tonight. It's already past 10:30 p.m. my local time.
Past 10:30.
My voice is shot from streaming all day and being under the weather because of allergies that I've had really bad.
Allergies.
But I feel I have to make this video because
I get terrible allergies in the summer, like explosive, like my nose explodes. It's ugly. I am still able to talk. I'm still able to walk around. All this stuff. I never had this issue. It's either that he's like exaggerating his allergies or his system is really fucked. But who knows?
There's some really shitty stuff going on right now in regards to my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. It's a horrible situation regarding the publisher Atlas and my gameplay through of Persona 5, and it's so flabbergasting. Okay, it's so shocking that what's going on is happening. That
like he's acting as I kind of said what I had to say with the whole YouTube ad revenue like going down and all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, well, it's not that big of a deal because YouTube has been a free site before, and no one was able to make money when YouTube started. So, whatever. That's not the point. But he's acting. But I can at least understand the urgency and the seriousness of the YouTube ad revenue stuff. I can understand where people are coming from with that. But with this, it's like, oh, I got one strike. I don't know. This is dangerous, guys. Oh my god, I got hurt by Atlas. This is red alert, dude. And then like the next day, oh man, Atlas fixed everything.
Basically, no matter what the situation is, it's bad news for various reasons, which I'm going to talk about. So you may be saying, well, what happened?
Again, remember, he called the guy a dick for telling and saying that he was sucking out his ass for when he said Curse can kick him off of the partnership program. Remember that.
Today, I received a copyright strike against DSP Gaming, not a claim, like, for example, a content ID claim where they take ad revenue or not blocking the video or muting it. An actual copyright strike against DSP Gaming in regards to a takedown notice for 2 videos in my over 300-part playthrough of Persona 5. If you absolutely...
These be counting, man. 1, 300. Man, he should make his own sign language.
must know, the videos in question were parts 307 and 325. Now you may say, well, gee, I wonder, what were those parts? Well, first of all, Phil, did you go past the publicly listed requirements that Atlas put on the internet on their own blog site saying that you cannot go past November 19th in game because they don't want you to do that. If you do, there's a risk of copyright strikes.
Okay.
No.
Like,
my playthrough is still in October.
Oh my god,
so I'm not
man,
even in the month of November yet. So I did not violate Atlas's requirements about streaming or doing a let's play of their game, okay? Now, just for the sake of argument, you might say, well, Phil, are these videos in question critical plot spoilers or big boss fights from late game bosses? No. In fact, if you look them up, because you can't now, of course, you can't, but I can still see the titles and everything. The 2 videos in question, parts 307 and 325, are me fusing personas in the Velvet Room. Yeah, that's it. It's me fusing personas in the Velvet Room. No plot, no gameplay whatsoever, just fusing of personas. That's it. There's nothing else in the videos. It's 10-minute videos of that. So it makes no sense whatsoever for Atlas to have particularly targeted my 2 videos and giving me a copyright strike. Another thing, not a content ID match or a copyright strike for these videos. It doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't benefit them. It doesn't benefit anyone. And I've done nothing wrong per their publicly listed criteria.
Like, you can make the argument, honestly, you can make this argument that it would benefit them because they striked a shitty video.
They put up for people to play their game in a Let's Play setting. So what is going on is the question. What in the holy hell is going on at Atlas, and why did this happen? Now, normally something like this, I would just brush it off and say whatever. But things have changed, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm not with...
What? Normally I'd brush it off. Remember the last time he got a copyright strike? Did he just brush it off? Did he just say, whatever, just a copyright strike? No. He made alert vlogs, he attacked people, remember? Oh man, be awesome when I got your name, I got your address. You fucked up, dude. Like, yeah, he brushed it right off. Yeah, sure you did, buddy.
Not anymore. I'm not. I'm with Curse. And if you're not aware, ladies and gentlemen, partnership networks, unless you're a managed partnership, basically don't put up with copyright strikes. So let's say...
I thought that was talking out of your ass, Phil. I thought that wasn't true. You said that the charm salt is real was talking out of his ass when he said that. Wow, now you're telling me that he was speaking the truth? Holy fuck.
For example, that this copyright strike sticks and I can't get it removed from DSP Gaming right away, Curse might drop me, which means no more ads on my videos on DSP Gaming, or I have to go back to my personal AdSense, which, as I told you guys...
He's gonna bring this up in this video, I think, but there is something I kind of want to talk about with this, because he kind of talked about it before. I had to do with the copyright strike duration. So, yeah.
Months ago, when I tried to do that, a personal AdSense on DSP Gaming, I was making, I'm not even exaggerating, about half as much as what I make on ad revenue when I'm with a partner network like Curse. So,
no, you don't. I'm on fucking AdSense on my main channel. I make fucking pennies. Yeah, okay, oh man, I make half as much as I do on Curse. Bullshit. I'm on fucking AdSense on Theo Does videos, and that channel is making nothing for me. So no. Bullshit. I mean, unless like, well, actually, no, it might be the views. Maybe the amount of people that watch him with ad blocker turned off is making the difference. Maybe.
I'd be in a financial crisis again. It's like every time I get out of it, if you haven't noticed the past month, I've been good. I haven't been telling you, oh God, I'm desperate, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, things have been good between the ad revenue I'm making on YouTube right now and the money I'm making on Twitch. I'm good. I can pay my bills and I'm able to keep doing this as a job and everything's going good. Now all of a sudden another possible crisis, because if Curse drops me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's very few other partnership networks.
I thought Twitch was good. I thought you didn't have to worry about YouTube anymore. Twitch is the gravy train, baby.
Works out there that would probably be willing to pick me
God,
up, and if
sorry,
they
guys.
are, they're going to pay less even than Curse. And again, it's going to be a big rigmarole of me trying to get in with another partner.
Oh, rigmarole again. Oh man. Yeah, because he can't do basic search for a channel. The fact he got fucking stuck with Laviria Poltavi. So yeah, if he loses Curse, he's fucked because his research is bullshit.
I don't want to bother with. I'm happy with Curse, and this is bullshit that I got a copyright strike for no reason from Atlas. Literally no logical sense. Even legally, it doesn't make sense. They put up what they allow, yet then they went back on their word and gave me a copyright strike. Something doesn't jive here. Okay.
Jive.
So.
See, again, so this is before he got news back from Atlas and Curse about this. By the way, this is all before that. So, as I said before, classic DSP, panicking, throwing up the red alert, really, like, crying and throwing a temper tantrum over something before trying to find a solution.
Obviously, I'm alarmed, all right? Now, what have I done on my end, and then why is this a really bad news for everyone out there? I'll tell you in a moment, all right? First of all, what have I done on my end? Well, number one, I immediately served counter notice on both videos. I went back and I said, no, this is not legit. Here's the link to where Atlas says this is their criteria. These videos are in line with their criteria. Therefore, they cannot issue copyright strikes legally against these videos. This needs to be reversed immediately.
That was terrible.
So those counter notices already went out against the videos immediately. Now, if Atlas 1 responds and says, okay, you're right, then they remove it, then I'm good. Number two,
why not just wait until you get word from Atlas before you made this fucking video? Why rush to make an emergency? And I also want to say this. This is another trend I've noticed with DSP, and we're going to go on a little field trip, guys. Field trip time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Okay, so emergency, all in caps. Let's scroll down. Emergency! Let's scroll down. So, 2 videos with emergency, alright? Then here we got alert! Then we got, let's see. We did another drama vlog. 6 years of machinima. Special announcement. Oh my god, we can preview. Oh, we forgot to. Man. Remember that one. Huge update. Huge machine discovery. Man, that's funny. Never mind. But see what I mean? Like, it seems that he has like this trend with clickbait. He had 2 videos with alert in the title in caps, and he has 2 with emergency in all caps. So when he does another drama vlog, I wonder what the word is gonna be. Let's go back.
Don't respond. I believe it's a 2-week period they have. If they don't respond within 2 weeks, then again, it automatically gets removed. All right, so that's good. Chances are, more than likely, Atlas is going to basically reverse whatever this was. But
they're gonna reverse it, whatever. But let me talk about it in an emergency vlog and give you all this doom and gloom.
They don't. Right? And there's a few things that could happen. Number one, they might even start a legal process to sue me. Do you really think that's going to happen for a couple little rinky-dink YouTube fucking.
You think that's gonna happen? Oh man, I really hope they sue me. Oh man, I want them to sue me, dude. It's gonna be hilarious, dude. Oh, please sue me, Atlas. And by the way, this was June. This was like after that pre-stream. By the way, does he have the date? Yeah, I think it's June. Yeah, the same day. The same day. So he did that pre-stream, then he made this vlog.
Videos that have a few hundred views on them. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to go to court and spend thousands of dollars. So I think this is just a case of them kind of doing some bullshit. I don't know how this happened, okay? So more than likely this is going to get reversed, I hope. Because if it doesn't, all right, and this strike sticks, I'm screwed. But let's hope, fingers crossed, that this does get reversed within the next 2 weeks and then there's no issues, all right? Number two, I already contacted Curse ahead of time. I let them know the situation, how it's complete bogus bullshit, and told them I hope that it gets resolved, and if there's any other information they need, or if they could work with Atlas, that would be great. Because I certainly don't have personal contacts to Atlas that I could talk with.
Remember when he said that he could get, like, I remember when I think Freddy Boy uploaded the video where DSP rage quit Persona 3. And he got a comment from Atlas saying, the charm salt is real. Best comment. So, yeah, Atlas made that comment. DSP said, oh, man, I could get that guy fired for saying that comment, dude. I could get that guy in trouble. Now I can't talk to them, dude. I don't have a connection there. Okay.
I wrote YouTube, because I actually have a support line for DSP Gaming, because it's such a big YouTube channel. I have a direct support line.
I love that he shits on YouTube daily. He hates Google. He's like, oh man, they're fucking book smart, not street smart. They're pieces of shit. Fuck them. They ruined their business. Google, I got a strike. Can you fix this, dude? I know I insulted you multiple times, but I'm sorry, dude.
And I wrote them a notice saying, I don't know what gives. How could this be legitimate? Because here's their guidelines. It seems like it's bogus stuff. Can you look into it? So I got YouTube hopefully looking into it. And in the meantime, unfortunately, what I had to do was I had to make the entire Persona 5 playthrough private. So I'm sorry, everyone. If you weren't caught up on Persona 5, if you didn't even start watching it, it's gone. There's nothing I can do about it until this is resolved.
But you can always watch This Is How You Don't Play.
There's no way that I could have my Persona 5 playthrough live, because then they could strike more videos. And they could give me more copyright strikes and shut me down, which would be the end of everything, okay?
Take a sip, chew the water.
And I obviously can't have that. So this sucks, all right? Now, the other thing
remember, Twitch is the future. Twitch is saving the business.
Is, as of right now, I'm announcing this. I already said it on Twitter. The Persona 5 playthrough is over at this point. It seems like Atlas is never going to lift their ban of the November 19th deadline anyway. At least they haven't. And it's now been, what, over 2 months since the game released, so who knows? But the thing is, even if they do, I can't trust them. Because this seems legitimate that they did this to me, and who's to say that even though the guy who posts the blog is of one mentality, that they're not still going to issue me copyright strikes. So sadly, ladies and gentlemen, the Persona 5 playthrough is over, which is a shame because I love the game, and I'll tell you right now, it was going to be in my Game of the Year contenders for the year. At least as of right now, it was definitely in the running for the top 10, and now I can't even talk about it in my top 10.
You can talk about it, you just can't show gameplay of it. You fucking dummy. And the other thing is that he said in another pre-stream, I think yesterday or the day before, sometime, he said that it's gonna be, he can't feature it, it's gonna be in his honorable mentions. And that confused the fuck out of me, because his honorable mentions still has gameplay footage in it. Gameplay footage. So, how could it be in the honorable mentions, but it can't be in the, like, he is so bitter, and he holds a grudge. He's a drama teenager who holds grudges, dude.
Because I might get a copyright strike against my fucking video if I put any kind of content of Persona 5 in a video.
So, visually, you can literally talk about Persona 5 in the game, like, talk about it. You can be like, oh man, Persona 5 is so good. You can talk about the ending. They're not gonna shut you down for talking about it. Showing images, showing like footage of it, yeah, that could probably get you a strike.
So what the fuck gives? What is going on here with Atlas? It makes no sense. It's completely nonsensical, okay? So, this is all bad news all around, right? No more Persona 5 playthrough. By the way, I'm not going to play any more games from Atlas ever again. I just have to adhere to my guns now, and that sucks as thing. Persona 4, 3, 5, Persona 4 Arena, Catherine, and other games they've published too. I've played other Atlas published games over the years. Typically, they usually are those JRPG / very Japanese-centric, Japanese culture-like games. So they're all kind of the same kind of game. But it sucks. I've done really good playthroughs of Atlas games before. But if they're just willy-nilly going to do shit like this and think that it's not a big deal and just give copyright strikes against people, I can't risk it. I just can't do it.
I'm sorry. Someone might get pissed when I say this, but it's not a big deal. Persona 5... Video games in general are marketed to everyone, every human on the planet basically. Not everyone is a streamer. See, this sucks for streamers. Oh yeah, it sucks for Let's Players. It sucks for people who do YouTube for a living. It sucks for them, but it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things because those people are not their clientele. Atlas does not give a fuck about them, obviously. And they only care about the people who buy the games, which is everyone, so... You know.
It anymore. So, sadly, Atlas is off the table, okay? Now, some people are saying, well, Phil, you're overreacting. How is this an overreaction? If I lose my partnership with Curse on DSP Gaming, I'm dead in the water again. And now
But you could always find another partnership company. Like, he got multiple offers. During that time when he was in limbo from Machinima, he had multiple offers. Oh, but now he's dead in the water and it's over. Okay.
I really don't know what I'm going to do because who else am I going to go to? Like I said, there's maybe...
And I thought Twitch was making a lot of money. What about Twitch?
One or two other partnership networks I could look to go to who are going to pay less, and who knows if they're even going to partner me. If
so,
not, I have to
so I love that when he does these vlogs, it's like the narrative flip-flops. Like it just changes. It changes. In pre-streams, it's the patrons. They're making it's because of them I'm still doing this. People who support me on Twitch, they are also why I'm still doing this. When he does the emergency vlog, Curse does everything. Curse is my lifeblood. Curse is amazing. If I lose Curse, I'm done for, guys. So it's either Curse is paying him a shit ton of money, or he's making a lot of money off of Twitch and Patreon. Which one is it?
AdSense, which pays 50% less than any partnership network, and I'm not going to be able to pay my bills again. And you're going to hear me again constantly every day asking for donations and everything. Yes, I do a little plug segment every day.
Oh, yeah, downplayed that, sure. Yeah, dude, everyone, a little bit of the pre-stream that takes the most time out of the pre-stream. He delays the gameplay to almost an hour from when it was supposed to start. Like, usually, it's supposed to be like 30 minutes of a pre-stream. He would not start gameplay until like an hour from that 30 minutes sometimes. It's fucking insane. And the amount of begging he does is insane. Like, I think it was even in a weekend preview I did not cover because I was on vacation. But he said in another weekend previews where he begged people to go to Patreon. Support me on Patreon, guys. I need that Patreon money. And then when people leave Twitch to go to his Patreon, he's like, I need my Twitch! Where's my bits? I need my bits and cheers and tips! So then the people leave Patreon to go to Twitch, and he's like, why are you going to Twitch? Go to my Patreon! What the fuck, guys? I need to pay my bills. I need Patreon. So he keeps flip-flopping. He wants everyone to go to every facet of donation that they can go to. He wants them to buy shirts multiple times, apparently. He wants them to go to Twitch. He wants them to do bits, tips, and Patreon, and watch the videos. He wants them to do all 5 fucking things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, it's a little piece of my streams, dude.
Day, but remember back February, March, April, I was desperate. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to pay my basic bills moving
Basic
forward
Bills! The return of Basic Bill. I miss Basic Bill.
because of all the bullshit that was going on.
Bullshit's going on.
And let me tell you, I've really enjoyed doing these daily live streams and the method that I'm doing them now. I really enjoy doing this the way I've been doing it this year. I've loved doing
I want to hear that again.
And the method that I'm telling you, I've really enjoyed doing these daily live streams and the method that I'm doing them now.
I'm sorry. I just love when he does these like stammers.
I've really enjoyed doing these daily live streams and the method that I'm doing them now. I really enjoy doing this the way I've been doing it this year. I've loved doing the job more.
I just love that he said that with a straight face and he didn't try to correct it. It's like the myth, the way I'm doing things. Like,
let me tell you, I've really enjoyed doing these daily live streams and the method that I'm doing them now. I really enjoy doing this.
He didn't enunciate the word. He just said nonsense and then continued. He didn't try to like. Usually, like I do stammer sometimes, but I try to say the word that I'm saying. Like, for example, I'm gonna read the forum post again because it's in front of me. Let's say that I miss. I say like completely. I say completely again because I try to make sure that you know what word I'm trying to say or something. He just I don't know. That is a nitpick. That's a little shitty of me, sure, but it's funny. It's funny, guys. The myth, the way I'm doing things.
The way I've been doing it this year, I've loved doing the job more than the past like 3 years. No lie, it's actually been a lot better in my opinion. A lot more positive.
A lot better. While he's begging for money and then said that. He said sometime, either in some pre-stream somewhere, that this is the worst year. It's not a positive year. While last year, he said this year will be the most positive year in DSP history. Yeah, okay. He really loves his...
And I'm even toughing through allergies and everything.
Toughing through allergies while he cancels streams left and right. Okay.
Bringing you content. Obviously, I love it, right?
Obviously, I love it, but
I don't
give
want
me
this
fucking
to go away
money.
because of bullshit from Atlas telling everyone publicly one thing and then literally going back on their word and striking me with a false copyright strike, and then who knows what's going to happen. All right, so why is this bad for everyone, not just for me? I'll tell you why. First of all, if this strike is legit, if this really is from Atlas, which it looks kosher, it says Atlas Limited and all that bullshit, so it looks like it's a legitimate copyright strike from these guys. And yes, it's not an automatic copyright strike. Some people tonight on my stream chat were asking me, was this an auto match strike? No, it says manually matched or manually flagged, something like that. So someone actively, supposedly, who works for Atlas personally went through my videos and flagged the 2 Persona Fusion videos and gave me a copyright strike against it. Again, it makes no logical sense. None. Especially those 2 videos, it makes no fucking sense at all. So, all this being said, if this is legit, this means that now that any company out there at any time can hit you with a copyright strike, even if they tell you it's okay.
I loved that face. Like, that is like the face of fear. Like, he is now afraid to do YouTube. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, let's look at that again.
All this being said, if this is legit, this means that now that any company out there at any time.
Oh, I want to get a face from that face.
So, all this being said, if this is legit, this means that now that any company out there at any time can hit you with a copyright strike, even if they tell you it's okay. You could have someone on social media telling you it's good, and then you get a copyright strike. It's bullshit.
But no company's gonna do that. Atlas had a policy for copyright strikes, so the person who was working at Atlas was actively going through that on those grounds. If companies don't have that mentality of like, well, we need a copyright strike for these reasons, then they're not gonna fucking copyright strike you. But whatever.
We need to be able to know what we can and can't do. And the bottom line is, I had suspended my Persona 5 playthrough months ago when I had reached the date that they didn't want you to go past, and I would have left it at that. I'm just going off of what they told me. So we can't trust game publishers anymore to give us legitimate information as streamers and as content creators. How can we continue to do Let's Plays on the internet? It just gives them unlimited fucking power to do whatever the hell they want.
They do have power because it's their fucking game.
And that's horrible, okay?
It's horrible that they have control over their game, guys. You know? It's not like that DSP, has ever tried to impose my control over people using my videos for their own needs. Yeah, it's not the same, guys. Not the same. Okay.
Now, on the flip side of this...
Flip side.
Alright?
Like the flip camera?
On the flip side of this... And this I'm really afraid of. What if this isn't legit? What if this is a false copyright strike that's not from Atlas, and they respond to my counter notices and say, well, this wasn't us, all right? Or, you know, whatever, something like that. That's horrible. That means someone, again, just like they did to me years ago, found a way to game the system.
To game the system, says the guy who makes his gameplay videos now 10 minutes long to try to get the most buck out of YouTube. Yeah, that's not gaming the system, guys, but fucking me over is.
They found a way to impersonate Atlas and place these strikes against me in their name when they're not legitimate. That's awful. That means that YouTube's copyright system is still broken and can be used and weaponized against...
Used and weaponized. Oh my god, like, you would think that you're listening to, like, a guy talking about, like, World War III starting, like, oh my god, guys, they found a new weapon, and they're gonna find a way to weaponize it, dude. Or it's like, guys, someone found a way to turn your cable boxes into bombs overseas, and they're gonna weaponize this method, dude. Imagine, like, it's so insane how like, over-dramatic he is now. Being paranoid, thinking that Atlas is out to get him, thinking now that any company ever will go after him randomly whenever they feel like it, to now thinking that people can weaponize YouTube. Yeah, okay.
Unsuspecting and indefensible YouTubers, like, what can we do? I have no defense against this at any time.
No defense! No defense? You just said you have an email from YouTube. You have direct contact with YouTube, supposedly. You contacted Curse. You contacted Atlas. No defense. Okay.
You just hit me with false copyright strikes again. I thought we were past this. So, I don't honestly...
How did you know that? I did not see a single article talking about how they found a way to reduce false copyright strikes.
I don't believe that
Like,
it was an
okay, I want to ask my viewers this. I'll try to look at it on my end, but we'll do a little fun little game. See who finds it first. And if you find it, post the link in the comments. I'll participate in this game. Find me an article. Let's find an article that says that YouTube fixed the copyright strike system. Let's figure that shit out. That they can't make oh my god, faulty copyright strikes. Let's find that article. I know that they said that they found ways to they improved the process of it, so like, you know, the money doesn't go straight to the company immediately. It goes to like a third party that holds on to the money and all that. I know they did that. But I'm talking about the process in like filing a copyright strike. That's what I'm talking about, not you know, the whole thing with the money situation. But we'll see what we find, guys. It'll be a fun little mini game we can do.
Impersonator. I don't. I think it was actually someone at Atlas who gave me this strike.
And it was. I mean, he got an email from Atlas the next fucking day after making this video. Okay.
The only scenario here where I could think that maybe there could be a positive thing. Maybe it was just an honest mistake. Maybe there was a new employee at Atlas who didn't understand that there was criteria for Persona 5. Maybe there was an intern who was doing some work. Maybe someone simply misfucking clicked. Who knows, okay?
Yeah, like you.
Maybe it was a completely an
chat.
error, and the error resulted in me getting the copyright strike, and they didn't mean to do that or whatever. Okay, fine. That's what I mean. Then I hope it gets resolved. Because what I'm
Resound.
nervous of is if one thing was done wrong, what's to say the next step won't be done wrong? So you gave me a copyright strike in error. Now you get a counter notice. Oh, now you'll decline the counter notice in error. You know what I mean? To the point where what am I
Declined it in error. They could always just decline it intentionally. Like, we don't fucking give a shit about DSP.
supposed to do?
He has
To
no
my
pull.
knowledge, YouTube's copyright system is different. It used to be you put a copyright claim on someone, they put a counter notice, and then you have to sue them. Okay, that was my understanding of how it works. Now, it didn't used to be like that. It used to be whoever put the claim could say, no, I'm enforcing the claim, leave it on, and then you would be screwed as a YouTube uploader. Your channel would just get the strike permanently. From what I'm to understand, they can't do that anymore. If they try to do that, they have to legally sue you. So we'll see what happens, okay? The worst case scenario here is that sadly, for some reason, they uphold it. The strike stays for some reason. I don't know how, because again, I don't know the whole process. And I'm going to lose my partnership with Curse. And then I'm going to be screwed again financially, and I'm going to have to try to figure everything out because of garbage. This is complete and utter garbage. It would be one thing if I had gone past the date that they said not to go by, and I was actively taking that risk upon myself. Okay, then shame on me. I did it, right? I broke their desires, their rules, or whatever. Even though I don't even agree with their rules, I adhered to them, all right? So,
No, you didn't.
I don't know.
Because in the rules, they state specifically you cannot stream post-boss content. Like when you fight a boss in Persona 5, you cannot show what's after that boss fight. The only time that they... Oh my god. The only time that they will allow that is if you are doing the first boss. The first dungeon boss. But if you do the second one and all that, you can't show the after boss stuff.
Oh, obviously, this is a terrible situation. And some of you might say, well, how can we help? Honestly, I mean...
How can we help? Well, let me tell you about how you can help me. Go to Twitch, give me the bits and cheers I deserve, and you have to go to Patreon, and you gotta go to Teespring and buy every single thing more than once, and you gotta watch my vids. That's how you can help me. You can't pick one, you gotta do all of them.
Watch the stuff that's on YouTube right now while you can. Not Persona, obviously, but all the other playthroughs. Again, if you're watching live streams, cheering, subbing, tipping, my Patreon, Teespring, anything you can do to help. Because right now, I have no idea if I'm about to lose half the money I'm making on YouTube yet again because of something completely out of my control, and I've done absolutely nothing wrong. This is insanity. And if I were rich, I would take them to court. 100%.
But I thought you wanted them to sue you, Phil. What happened to that? Oh man, I hope they sue me. Please sue me, Atlas. Please, Papa Atlas up there, please sue me. Oh man, I need to be rich to sue them, but please, I need money. I need money.
If I were rich and it was really Atlas who would put these copyright strikes against me and they upheld them, I would go straight to court. And that would end all this bullshit. I would end it once and for all. It would go to court and it would be hashed out, and we have definitive guidelines on who can and can't claim what and what the process really is. The problem is I'm not rich. I'm struggling here to keep the house. With the way
Dude, he's I have a feeling he's lying. He's lying because when he was saying that, he was like, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to pay the house, and he has a fucking smile on his face. Oh my god, another. Oh man, this face. Oh my god.
things are right now. Like I said, I'm making ends meet barely, which is good that I'm making ends meet, but I can't have another dip in income for not doing anything wrong. I've done nothing wrong whatsoever. So whatever this is going on,
and in a way, for once, he might actually be right, because if Alice did by accident giving him that strike, then he might be right that for the first time in his life.
With Atlas, I mean, it has to be legit. I have to think it's legit, because if it's not, that's horrible. That means there's another problem with YouTube's copyright system when we thought it was fixed. If it was someone at Atlas who did this, Hopefully they realize their mistake when those counter notices come
Hopefully they grow the fuck up and know what the fuck they did. Pissed me the fuck off.
through, and they're like, oh shit, and they fix it, and then we can just go back to normal and not have to worry about all this. But I have to share this stuff with you guys because I'm nervous.
I have to share this.
I'm very fucking nervous, and this is bullshit. We're having such a good year. We're having a positive year. The summer plans just
positive year.
I just started playing Red Dead Redemption. Danganronpa 2. I would have played Danganronpa 2 more today if my throat wasn't so screwed up.
Danganronpa 2.
You know, this is a horrible
I love that he made this whole vlog. His voice was fine for 17 minutes. The 7 seconds was this that
here. The summer plans just I just started playing Red Dead Redemption. Danganronpa 2. I would have played Danganronpa 2 more today if my throat wasn't so screwed up.
He sounded fine. And then when he had to talk about Danganronpa 2, he like pushed his hand against his throat so he could sound sick, guys.
And, you know, this is a horrible situation at this point, and I hope we can get it resolved. Okay? All right, everyone, when I have more information, like I said, I wrote everyone. I'm waiting to hear back on the counter notices. I'm waiting to hear back from Curse. I'm waiting to hear back from YouTube. Even when I get responses from anyone, I will let you know. I'll keep you in the know, and hopefully this was just a stupid mistake that gets resolved because I did nothing wrong. I literally did what I was told by Atlas to the letter, and still getting a copyright strike is preposterous, and it needs to get fucking fixed. Okay? All right, everyone, thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. I'll have more information soon.
All right, let's watch this video. This is something that Freddy Boy has uploaded. This was in yesterday's stream. So,
wait, who's this? Fred Futz?
Fred Fucks. And by the way, I will say this, since I did get a troll cheer earlier from a moron who was only trying to troll me, I will respond to the troll cheer in an appropriate manner. The stupid question asked by the dunce was, but Phil, if people pledge $1,250 in order to see Danganronpa 2, shouldn't that be your priority? First of all, no, people did not pledge $1,250, you fucking buffoon.
Remember when he said, like, when he lowered the goal, when the goal was lowered to 10 to 1,025, he said, well, that's the public-facing number. The actual number that I'm still getting is still the 1,250. Now it's, they didn't pledge 1,250. I mean, unless DSP is talking about, like, the individual people on Patreon did not pledge 1,250, but the guy who made the tip or cheer, whatever, clearly fucking meant the total, because people accumulated to 1,250 or 1,025 for him to play Danganronpa 2. So he does have an obligation because the people paid for that playthrough. They just paid for it in little payment plans. Get the fuck out of here.
You still, after 2.5 years of me using it, don't grasp the concept of how Patreon works because you are a bumfuck dumbfuck.
But at the same time, the reason why people have this... Again, I've talked about this before, how he flip-flops Patreon multiple times. Like, he said, like, Patreon is about supporting me. It's not about the goal. And then when he's not about to hit the goal, guys, we need to hit the goal. That's the point of Patreon, is to hit the goal, to do these things to support me. Like, get the fuck out.
You will spin things negatively in any way you can to make me look bad, and I'm tired of it. You're a moron. All right? Publicly, I'm stressing this. You are stupid.
You are stupid.
All right? That's not how Patreon works. Patreon is people pledge money to allow me to continue to do this as a job, and I can keep putting...
Okay. I'm gonna pull up his Patreon, dude. Okay? Patreon, they call me DSP. Patreon, go to my favorite artist instead. You know, give Mega 64 a break. So, alright. So let's go to... Oh, this is the wrong DSP. Oops. I think it's Dark Side Phil. Yeah, there we go. Alright. His Patreon's doing really good, guys. He has 1,182. Real good. He reached the goal for June. It might go down again, who knows. But, like, look at the goals here. oh, if we hit this goal, this will happen. This will happen. We'll have the Sonic Marathon, guys. Sonic. But it's not about the goal. You're not paying to get to achieve something. No, this is just there. I like iFi's. Dude, oh my god, that's a dope ass profile picture. Like that's pretty cool. TBH. And that's a good cover photo too. I mean, let me tell you. But look how nice it looks. She has like little badges for each $1. Like $1 gets like a pupper. Then you get to be a sheep. Then you get to be a sheeber. Then you get to be a doggo. And then that's the highest you'll go. But like, look at this. She's making 1,701. Already more than Philly boy. But like, her goals. Okay, see if she hits this goal per month, she'll be able to save up for reliable video recording and this and that. See, it's going towards buying equipment. So the goals are basically Kickstarter inspired. You go here, it's like, oh, help me save up for a new tablet. Oh yeah, new tablet, hell yeah, son. Like that's all her goals. Like, oh, she reaches, she can go full-time in art, buy part-time equals increased alt variation, versions of creation versions for certain pinups, etc., etc. But like, see, each goal there is a reward that people are paying to get. They are obviously paying to support her, but they are also, paying to get these things. Like, people might want to get her a new tablet so that she could maybe do better art, so that has more reliable stuff, because tablets do tend to fuck up, and it might be cheaper just to buy a new one in comparison to fixing something. So whatever. DSP has this goal. He'll pay towards this goal. It's like, oh, that's not the point. God damn it! I hit the wrong button. I hit stop recording. Oh my god, man. Nothing I could do. I was hitting buttons.
Putting out the daily streams and content. As a result of hitting a certain funding level, there is a celebratory reward that's in conjunction with hitting the funding level. It's not Kickstarter where you're pledging a certain amount to have something hit and a product created. You are wrong. You are a dumb fuck. Okay?
Dumb fuck. Yeah.
Now.
But like the reward is what they're paying for to get though. Oh my god, man! I don't want to go back to the Patreon example. Let's just continue.
In regards to Danganronpa 2, I want to put out a good playthrough of it. I don't want to have a playthrough where I'm losing my voice, sounding like shit, especially because you know how much dialogue is in Danganronpa 2.
But he does 40-minute pre-streams. He played Ultra Street Fighter 2 and yelling for 2 hours. But now, guys,
how, if I physically cannot read the dialogue, how can I do a fucking playthrough of the game right now, genius?
Yeah,
Should I
genius,
hire someone to come to my house and read the screen for me? Should I get text to fucking verbal translation of the PC and have it read it like a robot? I mean, it's childish logic to say that since people pledged to my Patreon that I should be dedicating all my efforts to doing this playthrough. You have to be a moron. You have to be stupid to think that way. It's called immature, childish logic. You think that the world is black and white and that there's absolutely no extenuating circumstances for anything. It's either one way or the other, which is not how life.
But when you make a Patreon goal and you say, for this goal, we will do this, and that's putting it in black and white, dummy.
Life works, and the quicker that you learn that that's not how fucking life works, the better off you'll be. Because I really fear for these fucking generation of kids who are going to get out there into the real world and they realize the world is not black and white. And they get slammed with reality when they realize that, oh my god, I was told one. They get slammed world. Really fear for these fucking generation of kids who are going to get out there into the real world and they realize the world is not black and white. And they get slammed with reality when they realize that, oh my god, I was told one thing and it didn't 100% become exactly like that to a T. Oh my.
But when you fucking have goals on Patreon, like this is what I mean. He runs Patreon terribly. terribly. This alone could be another Patreon video I could do about him. But I'm not. But you know, fuck, it's not even worth it. This is gonna be part of this video.
My God, I can't believe it.
Jesus.
And then your whole world will be rocked, and you'll be laying on a fucking psychiatrist's couch or banging off the fucking padded walls of a cell for the rest of your life because you're so immature and you don't think in your fucking head that sometimes shit happens and you gotta find ways to deal with it. Okay? So that being said, the Danganronpa 2 playthrough is going to happen. Nobody is dropping it. As I said, I want to play the game. I'm interested in it. That first session was interesting. But until I actually have a voice to do it, it doesn't make sense. Yes, let me completely stress out my voice.
He doesn't want to do it because he doesn't get a lot of bits and cheers. I mean, watch if today's stream of... Today as I record this, when he streams it, he doesn't get enough bits and cheers, he will be fucking pissed.
And then I can't talk for a week. That would make a lot of logical sense. But again, to these dumb fuck kids who don't have mature thinking, all they see is black and white. They see, well, here's black and white.
See, this is why he doesn't get detractors, guys. This at all would not detract people from being fans of him, right?
Played Danganronpa because people pledged. They're that dumb.
They're that dumb.
I don't know what else to say. You are dumb if that's your line of thinking. And there's no other way around it. So, apologies, I know, to those who want to see Danganronpa. I want to play it, but I'm doing the best for what's the best for everyone, okay? Which is why tonight I'm not going to stream, and tomorrow my main stream will be Danganronpa, and I'll focus just on that for the day.
Sure.
Okay?
For the day, but the second stream won't be Danganronpa, though.
Alright.
Alright.
Now let's do a couple more shout-outs. We got another moron. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Another moron cheer. There's this guy who's been trolling me for days about this Atlas copyright strike because he's an idiot. And he's like, I don't think
he's an idiot for talking about the Atlas copyright strike. Let's listen to this.
Atlas is going to remove your strike. They're going to remove it one way or the other. Because if Atlas Japan doesn't remove it, Atlas USA will take care of it. They already said, we will help you to get the copyright strike removed. And I already talked to Curse about it, and Curse is well aware of the situation and knows that it's a false strike. Therefore, don't worry about it. You know?
Don't worry about it. You're an idiot if you worry about my copyright strikes. Not like I did an emergency vlog video over it that might make you concerned. Yeah, no, you're a fucking idiot, guys.
If it doesn't get cleared up, then I'll work with you, Atlas USA and Curse, and to get it all taken care of. No one's dropping anyone. Curse is not going to drop me from a partner network because Atlas Japan fucked up and is
What if they do? What if they do drop you, Phil? What are you going to do about that?
doing false copyright strikes against people, okay?
Okay.
Alright, and shout out to Timic83 who did a 50-bit cheer, and he said, trolls are getting fucking owned by Phil tonight. All they know is TMZ, Keemstar, drama culture, and will never create anything. You are correct. You're absolutely...
They know drama culture, they won't create anything. Okay.
Correct, because these people... These kids, and I will call them kids. It's sad because some of them are not kids, right? Some of them are actually adults, but they have the mindset of small children. Little walnut-sized brains that never developed because probably they were coddled by their fucking parents. And
remember when he said that you bring up family to him, that's shitty, and, that's terrible, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But now he's talking about other people's parents.
And they never actually got slapped with reality. But yeah, to them, everything is drama. Everything is TMZ Keemstar level.
Yeah, sure.
So, people pledged to Phil's Patreon. He only played the game for the Patreon once. Drama alert. Phil is not playing the game. He has stolen money.
I love that he's shitting on Keem while he himself tried to reach out to Keem to be on his fucking show during the fapping. Yeah, okay.
He is a scumfuck because he is a thief. It's like, dude, you're so dumb. So completely skip over the fact of all the voice issues I've had and everything, and the fact that if I did play Danganronpa 2 constantly, I'd lose my voice. Just skip all that because the world's black and white, right? That's what I mean. If you're that stupid, that's how you think. Why do you think so many people dislike me? Because they're stupid. Because
what a good retort. Why do you think people hate me? Because they're stupid. What a great response, man. Like, I know people don't like me or they're annoyed by me on Twitter or whatever. I could see probably why, but I wouldn't say, well, these people who don't like me, they're fucking stupid. Okay, they're dumb. Like, what? Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Because in their minds, their little immature, underdeveloped minds, the world is black and white. So they hear one thing and they believe it without any context, without any frame of reference, and without any actual mature thought. They just hear something, and that's it. It's fact.
So me watching this, following along how he got his Patreon, this and that, and saying that I think it's a ripoff that people pay for him to play Danganronpa 2, and he's kind of putting it on the back burner. He's not really playing it. He's not trying to make an effort to play it. I can't say that because I need the reference. I need the context of why he's not playing Danganronpa 2. Okay, sure.
You know, so that's what they'll hear. They'll hear, wow, did you hear that people pledged to Phil's Patreon for him to do a Danganronpa 2 playthrough and that he didn't do it? What a thief. And that's it. And then they believe it.
The time that he was a thief on Patreon is during Project 7. I think now it's just he cons people of money. He's not stealing, but he gives a form of a product, but he tricks them into giving him money.
Because they're dumb. There you go.
There you go. I'm really tired. I'm still jet lagged, probably. God damn it. Fucking jet lag.
All right, everybody.
All right, everybody.
Third eye to 20-bit cheer is to take a deep breath, think about late night sausages. I don't know what that means. I don't think I want to know what that means. And he said, now let's get on with the show. DS positive. I haven't said DS positive in like 3-4 years, but people still use it. That's the other thing, too. You ever notice the people who are supposedly my biggest critics beat the dead horse into fucking dust? Like, they'll take the same old shit and...
Coming from the guy who beats dead horses all the time? Okay.
Just bring it up repeatedly. Because, you know, everyone knows things never change. Things are...
You keep talking about positivity, though! You keep saying, oh, I'm moving positive. I want to be more positive. This year's going to be positive. This year isn't positive. Next year will be positive. Positive. People bring up DS positivity or DS positive because you don't stop talking about it. What? Okay.
Absolute. So if something was said once, or if one thing was, you know, happened once years ago, obviously that's the absolute forever. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
That's how they are. Because again, it's the black and white, immature mindset of a child. And it's sad.
Of a child,
it's sad that there's people like that. Sadly, those kind of people are the people who cause most of the problems on planet Earth. They really are. These people who are just, this is right, this is wrong,
Worldview
there's no gray
here.
area. I can't ever put myself in the shoes of another person or actually see the big picture of anything. It's either yes or no, black or white, right or wrong. And those are the people who fuck the planet up. All right.
Fuck the planet up. Alright, that's it, everybody. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate you. I like everyone that watches my vids and hears me out and keeps positivity going. Remember, guys, if you talk shit about Cleo, I'm deleting you. Get that ass banned. Cleo is the best. No more slandering. No more negativity. Just because you say cap at the end of Cleo, of slandering Cleo or shitting on her, doesn't make it okay. But again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.